Hello, everyone, and thank you
We're off to
so
a wonderful
much.
start.
Totally, and thank you so much for coming back to I&I, which hasn't been here since apparently October 7th. Woo! We have all been incredibly busy human beings doing human being things and living our human being lives. Some of us had babies and stuff, so that's not what I did, but that's more important than what I did. And so, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and move Happy over so that he's in the center of the camera, which now he is. And I wanted to, oh, thank you for resubscribing. I fucking appreciate that. I wanted to go around the room and say what we have been doing all this time because we've been gone for a really long time. YouTube fam, I appreciate you and I see you. Thank you. Thank you very much. What I have been doing is I have been working on Alex's Bombastic Oddities, which is my thing with Justin. Justin's my producer of that, or director. I don't even know what to call it. But we have been working together to produce Alex's Bombastic Oddities, which is coming out February 21st. This is being filmed on January 27th. So, super wonderful and amazing. If you want to be on the email list for that, if you want to be up to date with that, the email list will be down below. But that is what we are doing. We got all the art, we got all the writing, we got all the stuff. Oh, you can become an NPC in the book, by the way. That is a thing on Kickstarter, a Kickstarter tier that you can become an NPC. But there's only 5, and I know there are a lot of people vying for that. There's a lot of people vying for it. So
dear.
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh my.
But
It'll be an interesting race to see who gets the first
I
5
know,
spots.
right? I have a lot of people
Take
in
my
my
money.
community who is like,
Don't splash the pot. Don't splash the pot.
I have a lot of people in my community who are like, no, I'm gonna, and there's only 5, and I'm like, should I increase the amount? Like, I don't know. Anyways, so that's what I've been doing. Has anyone else been doing something fun? Wow. Okay.
Nope.
Great. Fantastic.
Moving on. No. All right. I'll go. So, sometime around the last time we played, I was getting ready to get certified to teach Ludo Sport Form 1, which is international full contact lightsaber sparring and lightsaber fencing. And I successfully did that. And yeah, so I'm still looking to get started with a school where I'm at, so that I can start actually teaching it. Unfortunately, I got certified at a really weird time because I don't have a space to do it. And then it started to get too cold to do classes outside. So yay, New Jersey. But I'm working on it. And that has been a thing. I'm fight directing 3 shows right now.
That's fun.
And that has been stressful, but in kind of a good way because it's getting some of that creativity. And yeah, that's and I'm very sick right now, so I apologize for the lack of outfit and energy, but we're gonna push through it.
Yay.
Yay.
Happy had a baby.
I mean, I didn't.
Spoiler alert.
I didn't do it.
Yeah,
but...
yeah. But the baby's doing
Yes.
good.
Yes. Little Oliver is doing fantastic. We were worried because he came a little early and there were some health issues that caused that to happen, but that is all behind us, and now he is a wonderful, awesome little baby. So, yeah, doing great.
And my dad is in the chat, and I just found it very funny that you were talking about your 4-year-old making you run laps. I was a very energetic 4-year-old as well. I was very hyper, so I'm sure my dad has a few stories of me doing something similar.
Yes, she loves to go for walks and run and make me run with her and run very far for a 4-year-old. So that is my life at the moment.
And Sphinx, have you had anything fun going on? Just your shows?
The shows, we started our 5th and final season of Agents of the Circle. That's been fun. We're in the Kingdom of Bards at the moment, and that is its own fun time. Having a lot of fun with that. A lot of secrets and things coming into play that I've been holding on to since we began the campaign, almost 5 years ago now. It has also inspired some movement with the book that I've been trying to write, and I've been getting stuck on, and then realized like while I'm writing about the character that I'm meant to be writing about, so I'm telling the wrong story. So
Oh.
I've completely like shifted. Basically, the story is taking place like 3 years after the story was originally supposed to take place, and it's gone from an urban fantasy action book to a cozy fantasy with elements of action in it. So I'm excited about that progress. Yeah.
That sounds really fun. Can you like give us like a 2-sentence synopsis?
It's basically what happens when you find out that you're the chosen one, when everyone who's important to you has been keeping that from you. You find out that you're the chosen one, and you go, nah, I don't want to do that. And you bugger off to Fairy, and you open up an apothecary/tea shop, and you're figuring your own shit out.
I love that. That sounds amazing.
Haven't come up with a title yet, but it's I'm working on that. That'll come eventually.
That's amazing.
Prophecies are just peer pressure from dead people. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Posthumous peer
actually.
pressure.
Jack, have you done anything fun and exciting?
The period between the last time we did a show and now has maybe been the least productive and laziest period of my life. I
Good.
did move apartment. I think I've probably moved apartment more than anyone on the show so far. I think I've moved twice since we started the show.
Nope. I got you beat on that one. I moved all the way to Washington State on the other side of the country and back.
Yeah, touche, actually. So yeah, I mean, I moved. I did some assets for Aelx's Kickstarter, and that was mostly it. I'm now that we're back here, now gonna start doing stuff again. So hopefully, I'll be able to say I did some cool stuff soon.
And Justin, you've had your nose to the grindstone, haven't you?
Every day. We're pretty busy. Our show's about to have episode 300 of Crit Academy, so that's exciting. We're doing a very special version of that. Basically, it was a way to get the least amount of work that I had to do, and I'm very happy for that. We got some plans for the future going into a new version of the show, so we're excited. Haven't set on a name, but I'm really excited to have Aelx on. So
I will say Max is the reason why I asked you what it's about is because Max is very good at naming things. 90% of the book, his names.
great. I would like to send him my personal request for a not shitty name. Currently, we haven't decided on names. Can be talking RPGs. I spent a lot of money on different books, Cipher System, Savage Worlds, all kinds of stuff, and we're gonna be playing them and then talking about them and going into very in depth on what they do different than other RPGs and how you can include them in your games. We're gonna expand into other tabletop stuff, so I'm excited for that. I'm really just excited. A couple names we're tossing around is like the RPG Roundtable. I'm a fan of Game Masters Do It on the Table right now. There's a couple other, but we haven't really settled on anything yet. So keep an eye out. Ear to the door. We'll see. So
GM's doing
it'll be
on the
fun.
table.
I fucking love that one. I
I
love
do
that one.
like the GMs do it on that. I'm not gonna lie. I do like that.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad. And that's kind of what I'm up to. Obviously, we're publishing your wonderful book, and I'm super excited. As a person who has read through the entire thing, everyone's in for a amazing product and investment, no matter what RPG you play.
Yeah.
So.
I just want to share this little tidbit because it was something that I got back recently. A viewer got back to me with the readability. Two people that reached out to be sensitivity readers got back to me with the information of like how they felt the book was. One person was colorblind. One person had not astigmatism, but had a thing where they needed to zoom in the page very, very much. Both of them said that they could read the book. Both of them thanked me for the larger print and said they did not realize how big of a difference that made. But the person who, with the colorblindness, said that they actually do sensitivity reading for other reasons and other things. And this is the first time they've ever gotten a book that they feel like was actually made for for them instead of them telling them what you have to change to make it for them. Because I told Alan to play with warm and cool tones and try to really make things able to be seen because of contrast, not because of the color. And she literally told me that this was the first book she's ever read that wasn't total mud. And she's very pleasantly surprised. And she also said that she was mad that I didn't send her more of my book, and she wants more. So I've been getting really positive feedback from the disabled community. And as it says on the Kickstarter, it'll say on the Kickstarter, if you ever feel like you're going to have any kind of issue reading this, email me directly, and we will find a way to make an issue for you that you are able to read, like a PDF that you're able to read. So it's very important to me. Yeah, it's very important to me, and my big hope, is that once this is all done, I can put everything that I learned about all of the sensitivity reading and all the disabilities that I've kind of like tried to touch on in a pamphlet and send it out into the world so that other publishers can use the information that I've collected as part of the community, as a dyslexic person, part of the community, to actually like make their own content more accessible. So that's kind of something that I want. 10-point font is too small. I don't know who needs to hear this. 10-point font is too small. Please. 13. Come on. Anyways. All right. Well, with that, how many people actually remember what we were doing?
I watched the episode
remember
today
we
while I was
were on a
building our
ship.
new dining table.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You're clearly better players than me because that didn't even occur to me.
Being the keeper of the notes, I have a halfway decent synopsis of where we were.
So, if I remember correctly, where we were specifically, Max, can you write down 23? Where we were specifically was, you had just given the crystal of pure good to Anake, which is the dragon. The dragon. You gave her the crystal of pure good. She appeared before you as a silver dragon. Silver? Gold.
Silver.
She appeared before you as a silver dragonborn, or as a silver dragon, and explained to you that she doesn't really have very many memories, that she has memories implanted in her mind from, like, her mother, but there is a lot about the world that she doesn't know because they've been dead for 10,000 years. The other thing is that she does have a connection to Brooke, and Brooke did shift into, please tell me you have that character sheet ready.
Yeah.
Okay, Brooke shifted into a paladin, and he is now, what oath did you take?
Redemption.
Yes. Oath of Redemption, sworn allegiance to the gold dragon, Anake, and you guys immediately Liu and Xander were like, we gotta get this bitch out of here because, yeah, like, what did I name him? General Yi cannot see this dragon. Like, you gotta go. So you guys,
It's gonna be bad.
So you guys boarded a ship. He decided to entrust the people of Corinne, the land south, the land of the humans. He decided to trust the people of Corinne with the dragon because he believes that they will be the most fair, because they just had a revolution happened maybe 6 years ago. They just had a revolution happen where the crazed king got killed. Queen Antoinette is in power right now, and people are it's a very much like democracy-ish. There's a lot of like spread of the power so people could stop other people. And he also very, very much I'm forgetting everyone's name. I can see his face. He's in the book. And I can't remember his name. Jasir. He very much trusts Jasir, and Jasir's kind of he's the liaison, the person who controls the army, like the exterior of Corinne, so he trusts him. You guys boarded a airship, an air vessel,
Yes.
and took off, run by Guy 12, and he took off into the night sky to go over the land, to go over the giants, and to go down to Lillington, because Lillington was the place that you could actually land the airship, and also it was where Jasir was going to meet you. We did not know whether the dragon was going to stay in Lillington or come with you guys to Zalgus, but that was kind of the thing that was happening at this point. While you guys were in the sky, you noticed around you that you were not alone, that little owls and little eyeballs that have wings, demons and imps and all sorts of things were creeping about because they had sensed such a powerful force be born into the world. They were all like, what's that? And so a bunch of spies are actually flying with you through the air. And you guys were actually going to kill them, but Anake told you to let them stare, because the more that they view now, the less they will want to view in the village, and the less that they will try to attack the village. And that was kind of where we left off. I did put in the chat that I can't see because I'm using my computer to stream. I did put in the chat what y'all's... I went back into the thing and watched and put in the chat what y'all's general plan was, because at the end there was like a synopsis of what you guys wanted to do. You were going to go to Lillington to drop off the dragon, possibly with the wizard that is in Lillington, and Jasir. So that General Yi doesn't get it. Then you were going to go to New Zalgus to join the secret society that Liu was a part of and learn about the Black Rose Org. And there was also a lot of concern being talked about in that last conversation about the Black Rose Society not being taken seriously, even though they're very clearly on the move right now because you guys literally did something for them by accident.
Are we the baddies?
And then, am I the problem? No, and then then you were going to go to Mistress Mandy to confront her about the turtle and find out where she got it.
That sounds about right.
Confront,
Nothing.
possibly by punching. Possibly.
So I think where we will pick up is in the wee hours of the morning, after flying all night and getting some semblance of sleep while on the aircraft, knowing that, you know, there's demons and devils and fae and creatures and, you know, all this kind of stuff staring. Getting some semblance of sleep. You find yourself drifted down to what seems to be you see that as you're descending towards Lillington. You can see Lillington at this point, kind of out a ways, in a part of the fields that is not currently being used. There are these 4 large stacks of bricks, and it seems that you are going to be guided down onto these bricks. As you awake and come up to the top side to see Liu and the dragon having a cheery conversation while Xander sips his morning coffee begrudgingly.
Wait, Xander came with us?
No, Xander did not come with you, you're right. He had to stay to make sure that nobody knew. So Xander's not with you. But yeah, you see Liu, old man Liu, and the dragon having a cheery conversation.
Not enough coffee. Says Chiron, just kind of stumbling around looking for something to drink.
There is tea. There is not coffee. There's tea.
Oh, it is my favorite.
And you go.
It will have to do, I suppose.
You go and get some jasmine tea. It's actually brewed quite strong. That's how Liu tends to brew it. There's a delicious aroma and also a delicious taste. And as you all come up to join them, Lillington kind of in the background or the background. Liu looks at you all and says, "Oh, well, welcome to the land of the living. Surprisingly living. We made it through the night without an incident. Nobody tried to go off with her."
I don't think it would have gone well, so I'm also glad that didn't happen.
No, absolutely not. I would have killed them. But
We.
I might be able to do it on my own. I'm old, but I'm not that old. Not that old
Just
yet.
saying we would have helped. That's
It
all.
would have helped at least.
Yeah. It's not about your ability, it's about we would have wanted to do so.
Anake laughs and says, "Well, thank you for theoretically helping me with the theoretical kidnapping, but I suppose everybody got a good look, a good spy on, because they have all gone. I don't see or sense anyone around us."
Yeah, our secret wasn't very secret. It got out real fast.
Well, I suppose it was only a matter of time.
Yes, but at least we're in a better place physically with where Anake is now. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think it would have if this would have gotten out while she was still back in back in the city, this would not have gone well. So
This was up and very bad.
Yeah. It might have made things a little difficult.
Apparently, before the Dragon War began and the dragons enslaved the humans, the humans actually worshipped the dragons. I was wondering if perhaps the Dragonborn would once again worship the dragons, but maybe try to become one. But I am much more grateful that she is here rather than in the hands of my home. And he kind of smiles.
Brick takes a deep breath. He says, "Where does this coffee? I would like to try some of it. It smells delicious."
It's jasmine tea, and it's quite over there. Help yourself.
Yeah, there is no coffee. It's only tea.
Oh, that's a little bit of a letdown to Justin, but Brick loves it. So he kind of just waddles over there. He holds up the cup, pours himself a little cup, takes a sip of it, holding out his finger, of course, and he says, "Not bad. Thanks a lot. Appreciate
It is even better if you add a little bit of sugar and maybe some honey to it.
Honey.
It is very, very lovely.
This good idea." He reaches into his coat and he pulls out a little like a little vial, and in it's got a bunch of little bees, and he just dumps the bees in.
Oh my
That
god.
is not exactly what I meant, but sure.
It works.
What the hell just happened?
Anyways, it's delicious.
Were those bees alive? Were they?
Oh no.
Okay.
You don't
Did you
eat
just-
you don't
I'm
eat
sure
your
they-
meat alive, do you?
I'm sure they add a little zip.
Anyways, feels like it is.
A little bit of a buzz, you might say.
It does have a bit of a sting.
Jesus.
I missed it.
Are you sure you missed us?
We're back.
Anake looks at Brooke and smiles at him, and he says, and she says, "How did you sleep?"
I think, side note, Brooke is having like a morning smoke because he's like a badass who like does magic and stuff now, and he's like got a new lease on life about like being cool and whatnot.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was
but he's like making a slight face every time he does it because he's not used to.
I just see him
smoking.
doing the like.
is he turning green? Just
Yeah, he's like.
And that's how I smoke on the
oh.
I think I established previously he does
Oh.
he smokes we were smoking shisha or something at one point, right? And he was rocking that, but this is not his usual style. But yeah, he looks quite sleepy still, and he's like, yeah, I think I'm getting used to roughing it. I think this lifestyle's starting to fit on me.
Good. I'm
Wonderful.
glad to hear that. We've been told by the Guy 12 that we will be landing shortly. If there is any preparations you wish to make, I would suggest making them now.
We don't get to keep the ship, do we?
Liu's like, no, this is not your ship.
Andrew turns to Mordecai and is just like,
just sulking.
Fine.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I'm just
it's
saying.
true.
So,
I have to say, my friend, this is really nice. I've enjoyed this. It seems like it has been a long time, but trip was really short. But honestly, I'm a fan of mountains, and I'd like to get my feet back on ground.
Yeah, I feel like we've been in the air for months.
so weird. So
It's
weird.
been like a day, and I feel like it's just been quarter of a year or something.
Are we there yet?
That's been very weird. This weird time.
Bit wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
Easy.
Anyway.
So as did anyone want to make any preparations before you descend into Lillington?
I think he can go get himself cleaned up because
Yeah.
Aurora's in Wellington and he
Aurora's
hasn't
in
seen her in
Wellington.
a little bit.
Rick drank a lot of tea, so he's going to go relieve himself.
Right off the back of the boat. No, I want to remind everyone that we also are in the market for a greater restoration for Badru. Because he has a stalker god in his brain.
All right.
Oh, I didn't forget, and I'm sure neither did Aelx. I just wanted to point that out. That is a thing that we are in the market for.
You do have a stalker god. That's
Do
true.
we know for sure that it's greater restoration to solve that specific problem?
That's what I have in my notes.
Or is that just what we think is our best bet to do it?
Someone told us that.
I believe
It might have been Sathrin. Sathrin might have said
specifically.
Yes.
I think they said that there were several ways to get rid of it, but that's the most straightforward. I seem to recall that was the thing.
Probably, yeah.
So, as you descend down into Lillington and go to make your landing, you're amused by how dexterous Guy 12 is whenever it comes to flying a ship. You would not expect it to so easily cruise down like a feather into its landing hole port, but Guy 12 does it with ease, and he sits there and goes, "All right. Thank you very much for flying with Guy 12. That's just what I imagine he'd do.
One question I have wanted to ask since getting on boat.
Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle.
What happened to Guy 1 through 11?
I don't know. I was just the 12th one to be commissioned.
Does that mean that you are possibly some kind of franchise? Maybe there are other guys around who also fly. I just realized how that came out. I was like, yeah, no, we're sticking with it.
What does French fries have to do with Guy 12?
No, not French fries. Franchise. It's like a business that gets spread out over a large area.
Guy Air?
Generally. Yeah, Guy Air. Exactly.
Thank you for flying Guy Air.
Stop. We really need to make Guy Air a thing, though. That would be really funny.
Okay, if you were to go to another city, or another nation, there could possibly be another one of you guys hanging out, offering ship rides for money.
Of course, there'd be other guys. There's got to be Guy 13 and 14 too. I think.
Possibly, yes.
Oh boy.
As you guys are saying this, some of the crew of the ship, there's just like 2 or 3 crew, but some of the crew of the ship have taken a plank and set it down in a way that makes a ramp off of the ship. It says, "Whenever you're ready." You see on the other side of the plank there is the I'm just going to remind everyone, the black older man, probably 50s-ish, with dreads that have some silver threaded throughout them, and also many gems in like clasp in his hair that are made out of gold.
That's
He is the magistrate. He is the one in charge of all the external affairs. So he's in charge of like making sure that all the countries are happy with us, and the exports, and the and all that kind of stuff. That's what he's in charge of. He's standing there kind of looking a little more regal than you remember him looking last time. Last time he just looked like a normie, but today he's looking like he's got this like velveteen robe on and like this long velvet skirt that is kind of, I don't know what it's called whenever a guy wears a long skirt. It's not
like a kilt.
Not quite a kilt, it's something
like
else.
a kilt, but like long, and it's like made out of velvet, and he's kind of like more embellished in like gold. And then there is Aurora, who is wearing a full set of plate armor, and her
Very
hair
ceremonious.
her afro is kind of tucked back a little bit, and you can tell that she has taken the time to pick it back so that she could wear this ornamental, what kind of looks like what you would assume a crown might, like a crown headband kind of a thing that has lilies, that has like shell, you know the shiny shell that what is it called? Obelisk or something? It's the inside of a clam shell, and it's kind of iridescent and stuff. She has
pearlescent.
Yeah, pearlescent. She has like pearlescent lilies in her thing.
Lovely.
And then with them there's Buntus, who is covered in mud because he didn't know to wash up.
My boy.
And looks extremely uncomfortable because he just looks super normal, like a workhorse, like what he is, a workhorse, and he's just like, but he can like see onto the boat, so he's like, "Hi guys."
I've missed Buntus. How are you doing, my friend? Long time no see.
You know, lifting stuff.
Yes,
you lived in life.
Like you do.
I'm getting a workout. I'm gonna be stronger than my uncle. I shouldn't say that.
You should say that. Be stronger than your uncle.
Say that.
I'm gonna be stronger than my uncle.
Chase those names, bro.
I'll help you, my friend. I'll make you big, nice stew. Help you build muscles. Lots of protein.
Anake.
He doesn't need help getting bigger.
Anake looks over at Brooke and is like, "Who is this?"
Oh, this is Buntus. He's like a really cool, awesome friend that we made on our way through here, and he's extremely passionate and powerful. Isn't that right, Buntus?
I don't. It's nice to meet you.
It's also incredibly sweet and kind.
I understand. At least from the memories that I have, I was served to believe that giants are terrifying.
Oh, that is. You should see him when he relieves guests. It'll clear up room.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's what Mother meant then. And he says, "All right, everyone off the boat.
Nope.
You can't keep the boat. Everyone off the boat. Mordecai, I'm watching you. Off the boat."
I just like this long, slow drag of my hand across the railing, like.
And
Badger
like,
goes out with him, his arms around him, like comforting, like it's all right, friend.
Leo's literally patting him on his butt with the cane sword that you guys now know is a sword. But he doesn't need the cane, it's for show. So he's just standing there like, come on, off the boat. off to boat. And as you all leave, Anake crests over and onto the ramp, then choosing to hop off and glide her way down beside it so that others can get off. And as she does, both Aurora and Jasir, well, and Aurora goes, well, I'll be damned.
Isn't she magnificent?
You really
Also,
brought us...
hello.
Hello.
As he waves, I do dancing lights right behind him, so there's like this like really low lit like blast of light from behind him. A little subtle, but you notice it. It's not like this blinding thing, but it's just like when he's like, hello.
She kind of is like staring at the dragon, not knowing what to do, and she's, "Hun, you really brought us a dragon."
She called him Hun.
Mm-hmm.
The Badger's trying to play it cool, but like definitely blushing.
And for everyone to remember, the dragon is about the size of like a mastiff, like a Great Dane, like a large dog. So about 200 pounds probably. Actually probably more than 200 pounds, but the size 200 pounds, you know. As everyone kind of descends, Jasir walks over to her and says, "Ma'am, Mistress Anake." No, that's not right. And she smiles at him and says, "You can just call me Anake." And he looks to you, Anake, I am both humbled and honored to invite a dragon to the land of Corinne, my land. I'm promise that we will keep you safe. And you can see Jasir in his head is like, what do I... Wait, you guys really... You get the feeling that Jasir didn't believe you. Like, didn't believe Liu. Like, you get this sneaking suspicion that Liu has, like, lied before to him like this.
No! The hell you say?
Spymaster would never lie.
Yeah.
Not my uncle.
Fucking
Never,
Magic
ever.
Nick Fury would never lie.
And so as you know, this is happening, Anake kind of looks over at everyone and goes, I apologize. I have not been briefed on who I am meeting and what is happening, but please make no mistake. I am just a dragon. You don't have to treat me as royalty. And she looks all over at you guys, really confused.
I think it is because you are the first dragon that anyone has seen in a very long time.
And a myriad.
Oh, we lost Mordecai. Can somebody tell Mordecai in the initiative intrigues to boop out and come back?
Yeah. On it.
She kind of looks at you all and is like, I forget that my people are gone, to be honest. Normally, a childhood of...
Right here.
That is...
She smiles and like chuckles and she goes,
Oh, he's back.
all right. What is the plan according to this? I just want to let you know, everyone is fully aware that I am here. And Liu goes, oh yes. I would reckon that all of the devils and all of the demons. I would also reckon that Jin has a pretty good idea as well as Steady Step. I don't know if Yao has any idea, nor do I know if the halflings or gnomes. The mind flayers do as well, I will say. The mind flayers do.
Oh, do they? What do they cook when they flay? I like the
Brains.
Brains.
Brains, I believe.
Mind
have this
flare.
thing before.
Mind
Yes,
flare.
yes.
Brains.
While they're still in people.
Yes.
Usually.
They like living brains.
Actively fighting.
Oh, I have heard of this thing. They stick fork up nose and pull it out.
Essentially, I mean, the fork is more like a tentacle, but essentially.
Yes.
Okay, some of us need to sleep this evening. We can move on.
Anyways, we should get someplace more suited for our conversations, and we should meet Anake's new charge, if you so deem them worthy. And he looks at all of you.
We've got pretty high standards, so I wouldn't
This
get
guy
too
especially.
cozy. Brooke pops the collar on his cool leather jacket that he got from Mordecai.
It's like,
The
what
new
has
man.
happened to our what happened to our cinnamon roll?
I don't know. I have met bards with less swag than he has currently.
Anybody else
gone
envisioning a greaser?
He's gone devil's food.
I am fully picturing that Brooke has decided, like, that's what I'm picturing in my head, Justin, is that he's trying to go for that real, like, greaser kind of.
But yeah, he's got
Yeah, exactly.
Very rebel without a cause.
Yes,
Duck,
yes.
Ducktail, was that what it was
Amazing.
called?
So,
Oh yeah, he's got like a pompadour now.
as you
The
all...
pompadour adds 6 inches to his height.
Amazing.
He's
As
a
you
T-bird.
all
He's a
make your-
T-bird.
make your way into the town center, the town hall that you had gone into once before to talk to Aurora. Buntus kind of trails back, is like, well, I'm tall, so I'm gonna, and I just want to say hi. I just want to say hi to you guys.
Good to
Buntus,
see you,
it
my
is
friend.
always good to see you.
Make sure.
I'm
Hi,
glad you're
Buntus.
fitting in so well here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. Make sure you say something before you leave, okay?
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay.
Would not dream of leaving without saying goodbye.
And collectively, all of you head into the town hall. Whence you see an older man, an older white man, slightly balding, who has a straw hat on, and he's kind of in more very relaxed clothes, very commoner clothes. Sitting there with one foot kicked out. Like, all right, so is this the crew?
We are crew.
Yes, that would be us, I believe. We are the ones you are looking for.
All right.
Oomst.
Whomst? I guess, is that the proper tense? Whomst?
Whom's to do with
Humston.
Well,
Who's asking, buddy?
Yeah, Chiron is politely, the fuck are you?
I think Brooke's swagger is gonna get us murdered.
Well, I am just wondering how long he's gonna be able to keep it up for.
He's gonna walk in. He's gonna do that thing where he like walks up to the guy with a match and like tries to strike it on his face. Like,
Boom.
with all of you gathered, you go into what is assumedly the only meeting room in the entirety of Lillington. It has just enough chairs for everyone to sit. Anake kind of very uncomfortably doesn't know what to do as everyone takes a seat. And so she attempts to sit in one of the chairs. And it kind of works.
Okay.
yes. Furniture has not been. Most furniture isn't made for quadrupeds
Mm.
these days.
I understand. Nobody's that uses furniture are really quadrupeds, are they?
Perhaps centaurs,
Oh.
Yes.
but I imagine that would be relegated to where they mostly live. So
Hmm.
I'm sure we can get some.
It means 4 legs, Brick. It means 4 legs.
Oh, thank you, Mordecai. I appreciate this thing.
I got it.
Real quick question, Alex, as
When
we're
I
getting
say that.
seated. Are the height of the table and chair such that Brooke could like lean back with his feet up on the table, or is it too large distance?
All you see is feet.
Jesus!
He's below
Yeah,
the table.
I
like,
mean,
it's
yeah,
just
but
feet
all you'll
sticking
see
up.
is feet.
Like,
all you'll
that's
see
fine.
is
He's gonna
feet.
try and pull it off.
Okay.
He's trying to make
Wow. I am here for Brooke's newfound swagger.
it work.
Leo takes a seat next to Brooke, chuckling, and says, "Okay." As everyone takes a seat, you would think Jasir would be the one to like say the things be in charge, but actually Aurora is the one that takes charge and says, "Well, it is lovely to see you all back in Lillington, of course." She kind of gives a small smile to Badru. And of course, most of all, Lady Anake, thank you so much for humbling us with your visit, although apparently you were quickly rushed out. Would anyone care to explain to the three of us here who have not heard this story, we're not there to witness it, what specifically happened between the crystal of good that you were seeking and the coming about to Corinne?
I can, if no one.
Yes, you are much better suited, I think, for this particular conversation.
Yeah. Hashtag checks notes. No, but
In the brain.
Well, we made it back to to the city, and everything was going very, very badly. The weave was beginning to encroach on the prime plane. It was getting bad, like pure chaos. As Anake was beginning to emerge, and the curse was starting to really take hold, and it was fraught, to say the least. And we managed to get there, and we had to do some what can charitably be called surgery to remove parts of the shell that were actively still corrupting Anake as she was emerging. That was gruesome and terrible, and I'm sorry we had to do it.
You would not have wanted to be there for that.
And then Brooke quite literally went shoulder deep down Anake's throat as soon as they were separated from the chrysalis. And almost immediately everything was better. Like almost immediate. It was, even for those of us used to dealing with magic, it was surprising how fast everything changed.
Quite miraculous.
And that is the very short version of it seems to have eradicated the curse. We don't know if whomever applied the curse is aware that it was expunged.
Well,
Just
I
thinking
would
about that now.
assume whoever applied the curse would be dead, because they applied the curse 10,000 years ago.
Were we sure about that?
Well, if
No,
there's one thing we've learned, it's don't assume
actually-
anybody's dead.
Yeah. I believe
Yeah.
Anake said about 4,000 years ago, which is still a really long time. But if it was an organization, they may perhaps be keeping track. I don't know. It's just worth saying. I just realized that we didn't look into it. We didn't see if there was a connection from that curse going back to someone thaumaturgically speaking.
Kyderin, my
so-
friend, if there's one thing I've learned about magic users, that they're like fruit flies. They always come back.
You're really not wrong.
I don't know how
I
I feel
know.
about.
A very crude analogy, but it is accurate.
I'm feeling some feelings right now. However, and then we decided that it would perhaps be best to attempt to secret Anake out of the city, and we managed to get out of the city relatively unnoticed. But then on our way here, we were set upon by many prying eyes. So while the escape was successful, the clandestine nature of Anake's existence is not likely to remain.
Which means that her staying in Lillington might make Lillington a target. And she looks at Jossier. And then she looks
Well,
at Liu.
I don't think there's any might about it. There were a lot of people interested in what we had going on there, so I would assume that you're going to have, as long as she's here, many visitors.
Yeah, there were beings that some of us didn't even recognize who were watching.
It is true, honestly.
Many we did, but some we did not. Fuck. Sorry.
The white gentleman that has, the straw hat on, he sits up and he kind of folds his hands like this and he goes, well, I guess that's where I come in. I'm going to put up a barrier around the city that blocks, people from being able to see what's actually happening in the weave. Right now, Anake is actually bending the weave around her because her force is so powerful right now, and it hasn't stabilized. This is going to be a temporary feature, but once it is stabilized, I will be able to release the barrier. But for a time being, Anake will have to stay in the city, and she will have to. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
Brick walks over and starts like waving his hands around her, looking for. He says, "I do not see any strings to be woven."
It's a magical terminology.
It's the.
He's very confused.
You know that magic exists, right? Like we can agree that you know that magic exists.
Yes, I know this thing.
But you normally can't see it?
I can see effects of it.
Sometimes.
Yes, and that is good.
I agree.
Not all the time.
Right? I don't
So
understand.
this is part of the power that you that you simply can't see.
Yes, imagine that all of reality is kind of bathed and swathed in this, kind of like a blanket that is made of many different strings of many different kinds of magic. And that this is what makes
magic blanket.
I'm just over there laughing to myself, knowing that every explanation is just going right past him.
And
magic's like
Dom
a
knows
blanket,
this isn't going to work, but Chiron has to try.
Yeah, same with Badru.
No, but how about this? You can't see the heat coming off a cooking fire, but you know that it's there, right?
I can see heat waves.
Sometimes.
Maybe.
All right, you know what? I give up. I tried.
I get the thing. Chiron, you say magic everywhere.
Right? Generally speaking, yes. Magic is everywhere.
And magic blanket around her. Any points?
You can't see all the ingredients in the food you cook, but you can taste it all, right?
Yes.
Oh, we're still trying so hard.
This is good. I think I get it. And he kind of nods.
Excellent.
All right, I think
he nods.
I think that is a good place to leave his understanding.
Get a load of these jokers.
Nerds.
What a bunch of nerds.
Keep trying, nuts.
Magistrate Jossier looks at Liu and says, you do understand what exactly you are giving up for Queldrum. Do you understand exactly what you're giving up for Queldrum by giving the dragon or allowing the dragon to exist in Corinne, correct? And Anake looks at Brooke and is like, am I property of Corinne now?
No, the fuck you are not.
No,
I do not believe that you are.
You're a free agent, just like me.
I don't know what to do here.
He just fist bump himself.
You take your paw and you turn it into a fist, and then you lightly tap it against his.
She curls her toes in.
There you go.
Okay.
It is like a gesture of camaraderie.
Okay.
That is the most wholesome thing I've seen all day. That's wonderful.
Liu kind of looks at him and says, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I just don't believe that in the current stage of the council, having the power of an actual dragon would be good. And Jasir looks at him and goes, and what about the current state of the council do you know that I don't know that makes you believe that? Because I don't think there would be a problem. But if you do, then there's a problem. And he says, I'm not at liberty to reveal that at this time.
As a surprise.
Anyways, I will be taking everybody else to News Algus. I'm sure we can ride with Jasir or something, and I can be berated and stay silent. Maybe.
So,
It
by the
does
way,
not seem like the type to stay silent, Uncle.
and also, who are you, sir? If we could, we haven't gotten
That's true. Yes.
the person who's gonna. I'm gesturing to the person. Yeah, to the person who's gonna put up the scrying bubble or what have you.
Hi, I'm Thomas. I'm a wizard that has seen many things and done many things, and now I come to the aid of Jasir whenever he needs me, whenever my daughters don't need me.
And Josiah, you trust this man?
You got here on an airship, right? Then you
Yes.
trust him with your life, too.
Okay. We're not trying to. We literally don't know who this person is. That's all.
That is true.
Like. So this wasn't necessarily vetting as much as hello.
Confirmation, as it were.
I have done many things and seen many things and have lived a long life, and now I just sort of do what I want. And what I want to do is to talk to a dragon.
Insight check to see if he's on the level.
Sure.
It
14.
smells like somebody's burning something in this conversation.
Well, I'll tell you what, 14, you definitely know that he's telling the truth. You definitely know he's seen some shit. And if you want to know the shit he's seen, you should buy my book on the February 21st.
Oh my
10 out of
goodness.
10. No
Well
notes.
done.
Seamless. Seamless.
No notes.
Oh wow.
Anyway,
Delightful.
I'm sorry. It was so easy. I just had to.
Don't
be
you
sorry,
dare
that was
apologize.
good.
That was
Beautiful.
Roll on as nothing happened. That was beautiful.
So the best product placement I've ever seen.
He's definitely seen some shit. He definitely knows a thing or two, and he definitely is very curious about the dragon.
Okay then. Well, Thomas, well met, and thank you for your efforts here. Even, you do them for Leo, not for us, but we
We are
still
appreciative.
we still appreciate it nonetheless.
Oh no, you're the ones that saved the dragon and made him not evil. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. And he kind of cocks a smile.
Wonderful.
Yes, yes.
How early is it still in the morning?
It's probably like 9 a.m.
Okay.
Sounds like it's time for breakfast.
Question
What should
for
I
the
make for you guys
DM.
today?
I don't know if we covered this already. I know that Sathrin has perfect recall. Essentially, they're just a hard drive, right?
Yeah, basically.
If Sathrin sees something, can they show us exactly what they saw, or can they only describe it to us?
Oh, that's an excellent question.
Yeah.
Like, do we get picture images, or does he just have to be like, oh yeah, and then Brooke was dancing with
I'm
doing
gonna
lap dances?
I'm gonna say that
Take it.
they can recall like conjure up in your mind an image like you were remembering it, but that's like about it. It's not like video. It's not like playback. It's just like, hey, what does Josir look like? They could show you an image of Josir.
Got it. That's an excellent question.
Yeah, that was a good question.
We're gonna go with that. Yeah, that was a good question. So, Aurora's like, all right, well, I truly don't know how to proceed from this point. Do we want to break for lunch? What do dragons eat?
Whatever they
That's a
want.
good question.
Well, I
What-
mostly prefer things like sheep and cattle and
Obligate carnivore.
yeah.
What? Does it have to be? What's the term I'm looking for? Domesticated animals, or do you enjoy hunting?
No, I could very easily go out to hunt. I have many memories of my mother's of how to stalk prey and hunt and find things, and to be quite honest, I'm probably faster than most things.
Just
We-
curious.
I hear rumor that there's some like jerk boars over that way.
Yeah.
About like
Oh,
a
yeah.
half a day's walk.
I was about
I heard
to
about that as
comment
well.
on that.
I can do boar. Boar is fine.
Just-
We hunted in those areas not too long ago, so I mean, Annika, Yumi, and Brick could hit up the old stomping grounds.
Look, this sounds like a good idea, my friend.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did you get to eat the boar?
Eventually.
Yeah.
It was prepared by expert hands.
I'm guessing you're
Very
expert
fashionable.
hands, Brick.
I feel there is
Oh.
the best.
But yeah, so yes, some kind of a meal break would be wonderful. And then how soon should, not that I'm in a particular hurry, because as far as I understand, for the first time in like a month and a half, we're not under a time constraint, right? Like,
Do we? I
That
mean,
is
we're
true.
gonna take a,
we're not
we wanna
under
take a
we're not
break?
under a heavy deadline right now, are we?
Mm-mm. Nope.
So we can, so unless circumstances change, we can take a day before we head out to New Zalgus. Yes?
That sounds perfectly fine with me.
I could definitely agree to that.
I'm very
Thomas.
pro taking a break.
Thomas, friend, is there anywhere in this area that has spell scrolls? As a fellow wizard, I assume you might know.
I'm really sorry. Not in New Zalgus. There is. I live in New Zalgus. I have a little hut by the beach, but
What are you doing?
So with that, you all kind of like stand up and begin going, and Anake kind of stops and says, "Should I be seen? You all
That is a good
act
question.
as if I'm a god or something important." And Jasir's like, "Well, you are."
Important, yes. Good. That depends where you hail.
I don't think there's, I mean, you're in the,
I do not know what the protocol would be for something like this.
Sorry.
It's all very new.
You're here. Everyone knows you're here. I can't imagine there'd be, like, everyone in town knows you're here. I can't imagine that you should sequester yourself. That seems silly.
All right. That sounds fine.
I mean, unless anyone else wants to contradict me on this, like
you guys
I don't know. Like,
You guys have
Yeah.
kind of departed. Jasir, Thomas, and Aurora are still in the room trying to decide where they're going to set up wards, how they're going to, how they're going to get a spell down and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry, I missed the last bit of that. He said there was somewhere in News August where I could find spell scrolls.
There's somewhere in News August, but not here.
Okay. Food?
If we're going
as
to
you
be
all-
taking,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, if we're going to be taking time to rest, I think this would be great opportunity for me to truly prepare another wonderful meal for you all.
Yes, sure. And maybe also we get whatever is going on in my brain looked at. I think that would be a very fine idea.
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah. Are there any like holy temples around here? I think they might have the best people equipped to take care of that.
Liu kind of you didn't realize Liu was there, but Liu's been there the entire time. Actually, if you're talking about Kadidios' little kiss on your neck there, you might wish to go to Fae. Fae is relatively well received whenever it comes to things such as curses and such.
Yes, that is a good idea. Yes. Very much. Very good. Yes.
Thank you, Uncle. Whatever body part that came out of.
If you guys don't remember, Fae is the Eladrin that has an Eladrin name, but everyone just calls him Fae because he's from the Feywild.
Yeah, everyone calls him Fae Man, I believe.
Yeah.
The one in the Temple of Bootsy, right?
No, he is the bartender.
Bootsy. The bartender, that's right.
But he is the one that showed you the temple. You guys make your way down the stairs and out, you now see that there is like a crowd. Like they have stopped work and they're like, why is there an airship? What is going on? So they're standing around waiting to see who comes out. And when they see it's you guys, they're kind of like, oh, okay, it's just these guys again. And then the dragon comes
Everyone
out.
just starts dispersing. They're like, oh, it's these fucking
And then the dragon comes around, and you can feel in the air the tension change.
Well, yeah.
Everyone is a mixture of honored and horrified at the same time. They are standing there, not trying to change their face anymore, bewildered, just balking at Anake. You all immediately get the sense that Anake feels very, very uncomfortable with this. And she kind of leans herself back onto Brooke for support.
I do the no paparazzi, trying to get it through, all right, nothing to see here.
Roger, do you want to say something, or?
This is our lovely and wonderful friend. They're going to be a part of this beautiful town, and there's nothing to fear. We love her. I can't remember. Is it her? She.
Yeah.
She.
Yeah.
We love her. She loves us, especially Brooke. And everything is pulls out his lute. Don't worry about a thing, cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And she does his best to soothe the crowd with music.
Fucking Mordecai.
Nice.
I knew Happy was gonna be the first one to break. I knew.
I'm sorry.
The crowd is kind of a little bit nicer, appeased now. They're a little bit appeased now, but a couple of people in the crowd, a few people in the crowd, are still really looking quite terrified, and they're like, "Is it a Drake dog? What is it?"
It may be. So Chiron says to Anake, relatively quite it may be worth having some kind of a meeting later where everyone can come and see you and get it out of their system. Otherwise, this is going to keep happening.
That is true.
And we can perhaps try to set it up so it's not overwhelming, but I'm afraid this may keep happening if people don't get some kind of answer.
I feel like maybe we should have eased the people into this one, not just
We
like
didn't really have a
bam,
choice.
dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have talked about easing them into it instead of just like bam, dragon. But lessons learned.
Didn't quite expect the crowd.
Anake hears you say that, and she sighs. And you see her compose herself again. For just being like 24 hours old, she feels very mature already, and you kind of get the understanding of why dragons were revered as being wise and why they were originally worshipped before the evil dragons took that advantage of that. She kind of steps out in front of the crowd and she flaps out her wings, and they kind of get scared for a second. The wind brushing past y'all's face, and then she sits up on her hind legs and she goes, "My name is Anake, and I am a dragon, and I need protection because apparently my kind haven't been seen for thousands of years, and there are people who want my power." And they all kind of like...
What color is this thing? Magic blanket?
We want to take her magic blanket away.
She's a silver dragon, correct?
She's a silver dragon.
I will not let this happen. I will protect you in your magic blanket.
Like, I just really want to like cast thaumaturgy and be like, "Be not afraid." That would go super good. So I'm gonna not do it, but I wanna.
But as she says this, the people in the crowd kind of start like getting wide-eyed and calm down, and like both a mixture of like curious and like calmed. She kind of like looks back at you guys like, "What else do I say?"
Let them know that you are you are not a danger to them.
I am not a danger to you. I am
super convincing.
There, don't be cry.
Said the wolf to the sheep.
I am a metallic dragon. My scales have sheen. Normally, the ones that you fear are chromatic dragons. They're the ones that are scary and tend to do bad things, but I am not one of those.
This may be a bit over their heads right this second.
Right.
They might need some time.
Is Bodger doing like the sign language thing to the side?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
Don't be scared. Be happy.
People of
Be
Lillington,
happy.
we're planning to have a bit of a celebration later to set for Anake's arrival, and we'll be able to answer all of your questions, and you can see her and at that time. But we just arrived.
Meet and greet.
From somewhere in the crowd, somebody goes, "Is Brick gonna make boar again?"
Oh, I can do this thing, but who asks? Do you enjoy my food?
And then like the whole crowd's like, "No, yeah, we all enjoyed your food. It was really good. It was really good."
We were told there was going to be punch and pie.
But do you still want more, or do you want something else? Because I can do better.
Okay.
The board was pretty good. What are you thinking? He's shouting to the crowd.
Someone in the crowd.
Brick's doing crowd work now.
Like Anake is literally like slung
playing
back.
accompaniment for the.
Oh, excuse me.
So I'm like, I mean, if you cook it, I'll eat it.
Well, this is
Wonderful.
good opportunity, my friends. I am so sorry that all you airsick lowlanders don't get good food. I will fill your bellies. I will help you rest tonight. You will wake up invigorated. I will deliver you a meal so fine. Your taste buds have never known such greatness.
Yay!
I will be hailed for greatness. He looks over to the little dragon and he's like,
That's a hell of a speech, bro.
You think you God Wait till you taste my food.
And it's Badu doing
I-
that thing from hell,
How
the Road to El Dorado.
He's like, maybe you may be little dragon god, but I god of food.
but
Let me show
Oh
you.
boy.
you are a food god.
Yes. I am not your food, though. Let's make
Sort
that
of.
clear.
No,
Okay.
you are just
Okay.
a god at cooking food.
Yes.
I'm glad somebody
Ricky's
else
fed.
recognizes this thing.
Brick is a legend in his own mind. Yes.
Yes, indeed.
In my people's culture, it was actually normal for us to exchange kills as a way of appreciation.
Oh, he says,
Would
oh,
I
that's good
be
thing.
able? Would I be able to kill the boar and bring it to you?
Oh, I like this idea. He starts rummaging through his pack, and he pulls out a rat. He's like, I found this on ship. Here's mine.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
I was going to make it on a spit, but for snack at midnight. Late at night, I get hungry. But you bring food, I cook.
While all of this is happening, I pull out my flask and I'm just like taking a long sip, and I look at Brooke, new badass little Brooke, and I'm like,
Na 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 na.
Oh boy.
Glorious.
yeah,
The relative size of your flask to
right.
She
So
says,
yeah, Brick will cook.
she gets a little excited. She says, Brooke, and she hops over to Brooke. The hop lasting a little too long because she flaps her wings to make her glide. Brooke,
Yay.
we have some hunting to do.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
And
Let's
she
get out of
kind
here.
of she leans
What?
down one of her wings and kind of
Ooh.
offers her back to you.
Definitely yes, absolutely.
Brooks
We
become
will
a
be
dragon
back.
rider.
We will be back with a large and delicious boar. And before
Wow.
anyone can say anything, Brooke and her take
And
off.
I will try to like start like huzzah and try to like to get the crowd involved. Huzzah!
Huzzah! They're all
Huzzah!
like, kind of get into it, kind of,
It's all out of time with each huzzah, huzzah.
Huzzah!
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 I love it.
Go get him, Khaleesi. You got it.
Wow.
Well, with
Whoa.
your remaining time, what would you all like to do?
I need to find an herbal shop where I can find all the necessary ingredients to better improve my last recipe. He pulls out his book, and you can see a bunch of scratched off notes. I feel better opportunities here, so he's interested in looking for any spice shops or anything that he can.
One of the moms, she looks like she might be like a Yuan-Ti. You're not 100% sure. You know she's not a human, but she's humanoid. She steps out and she has this big round belly. And she's like, I have quite a collection of spices. I would love to be able to donate some to the celebration.
Oh, this is wonderful. You show me where your collection is. We root, we find, we make magic.
Perfect. And they go traipsing off to the area. Where does everyone else go?
Badru is definitely gonna go seek out Faye.
I'll go with Badru.
Where's Mordecai go?
Do you mind if I borrow Sathrin while you guys are gone?
Well,
Pick
I
his
don't
brain, as it
mind,
were.
but it's up to Sathrin.
Yes.
That's fine. All right, we will start with Sathrin and Mordecai. Sathrin says,
Oh.
I've seen you staring at me. That's the first thing Sathrin says.
Well, let's not make it weird. No, I had some questions for you.
Oh, fuck. Too late.
So you've been around for a long time,
Weird.
and it's weird, and a very long time from what I understand. And assuming that you have the ability to perfectly recall things, I was wondering, do you have any experience hanging out with wizards whilst they were writing down spells of any kind? Because that would be super neat, if so.
I have sat on a wizard's head as they have written down incantations.
I sat
Would
on
you-
Wizard's head once. It was uncomfortable.
Probably
Oh,
costs
I
a lot
can't
of
hear
gold,
that,
too.
can I?
Yeah, but you can't hear what we're saying.
God damn it.
Cost 20 gold. Would you be able to recall
My God.
exactly what they were writing down for me to recreate it? And that's also to Aelx too. Would he be able to do that, or would they be able to do that? Excuse me.
In a typical situation, I would be able to recall exactly what somebody had said to me. But unfortunately, I am not a mind reader. I simply observe, and listen when spoken to. Therefore, I do not know what the incantation was because they did not tell it to me.
All right, tell me everything you know about beholders, and I'm just going to let the other group do that. If assuming they know that Sathrin knows something about beholders, I'm going to use them to learn about them, and then we can unfocus
The
on me.
first thing that she says is, "Oh, their eye is incredibly terrifying. Let me tell you."
Excellent.
All right, and we're gonna go. So you guys head into Faye's little brewery, which was it is a church to boozy. You're right, it is a church to boozy. It's not the boozy the little game. So it's a church to boozy. The thing that they brew there is absinthe. Or distill, I guess. And as they walk in, as you guys walk in, Liu is already at the counter, not using his cane. His cane is just, sitting there. And he is kind of talking with Faye.
Knowing that Mordecai's going to tag along, but still be having the conversation. If it's a boozy thing, I'm also going to be there, but in the background quietly.
Cool. Hello?
Hello, Uncle.
I was
thanks.
just getting to your little predicament. Would you like to fill Faye in? And Faye says, "Yes, I hear you've been cursed. I am somewhat of a connoisseur of curses."
Yes, and I will move some of the robes over so that you can see the mark. So yes,
Valdru was bad touched by a god.
when you say it like that, it sounds naughty.
It is naughty.
I mean, you are right. You are right. Of course, you are right. But it sounds. It make it sound dirty. Yes, I was bad touched by Kadadios.
I can see that. What did you do to earn such a love mark? Oh, wow. This one's pretty intense.
Played her a song, and we talked, and she seemed to be smitten with me.
I'm so sorry. You just played the goddess of revenge a song?
Yes. She offered me that I become a cleric of hers, and I, declined, and instead played her a song.
Boy, do you understand how lucky you are?
I would like to say that I'm fairly certain we may not have survived this meeting had this not happened.
Oh, absolutely not.
We were under some duress at the time.
Yes, we were.
What caused you to go into her domain in the first place and hang out with the goddess of revenge?
Turtle soup.
I kind of look at Liu like are we supposed to talk about this?
It's your story. It's your information to tell. It's not mine.
We may have been duped into delivering a gift to Kadaidios from Dortuous.
Faye looks at you real strange, and then looks at Liu. And Liu's like, yep.
Not by
Looks-
Liu, by someone else.
Looks like it. And Faye turns back to you guys and goes, all right, I'm going to need... He like kind of flips his mannerisms to be more dark and more like a little more calculated. Be like, I'm going to need you to recite the events that occurred for you to give Kadidios a gift.
Oh boy.
Well, I pull out my lute and I go, well, and I play like a song version of basically what happened up to that point.
So, the turtle ended up being a piece of Dortuus.
Yep.
Yeah.
He looks at Liu. Well, shit. Liu goes, well, shit.
That was our sentiment as well.
I told you previously about the Black Rose Society.
You talking to us now?
Yes.
Yes, you told us that they were largely considered to be a joke.
Well, they are. But, some interesting info has come out as of late.
You don't say.
You mean the fact that we gave Kadadios a piece of Dortutus?
No, the fact that they're on the move again. You're not the first person or the last person to have told us that the pieces are going. They're moving. And that's a problem. That
Seems to be.
will disrupt the balance extremely.
So what do we do about it?
Shit.
Well, you're citizens. You don't belong to anyone. You don't belong to anything. You're not part of our organization. So there is a limited amount that we are allowed to tell you, and you're allowed to do for us. Then Lee
That's
goes,
is that the organization that point to Leo that Uncle is a part of? Because I have interest in that.
right, the same one. Now, joining the society isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do, but...
Well, why would it be?
True. But if you survive, which I have good faith that you will, we would be able to divulge a little more information about the Black Rose Society and several other entities and what they are doing, and the reason why I had you remove the dragon from Queldrum as quickly as possible.
That'd be good to know. Yes.
I thought there might have been more to that.
Oh yes, there's a lot more. There's
always more.
There's always more. So, if you would like to join, we can travel to New Zalgus together, which is one of the headquarters of our operation, and we will be able to initiate you. However, and he kind of looks to Mordecai in the back, we would need everyone to join. We can't risk info being spread and then paid for. And he looks at Mordecai again.
Harsh.
Feel like that's personal.
This is fair.
Yeah.
Only half paying attention, still kind of taking notes. I do kind of like, yeah.
So,
The question isn't even about me so much. Are you going to be able to convince Brooke to join?
If it's in the best interest of
Anake.
of Anake, then possibly.
Yeah, he'd probably be. Oh, yeah, speaking of, we got to talk about Brooke at some point, but
Yes,
to
you
this
noticed the
conversation.
change with him. Yes.
Our little cinnamon roll has gone all devil's food, and I don't know how this happened.
Cinnamon roll.
He feels Bad to their bone, I think, is the title of the phrase my grandfather would say.
Now, I appreciate the
Calling him
confidence as much as
Lonesome Brook
anyone.
Thorogood.
I'm your Huckleberry. The question is actually, we can talk about Brooke later. Let's get back on point. I don't want to derail this whole conversation, but we definitely need to talk about Brooke later.
We should talk about Brooke. Yes.
Hey, personally, we don't talk about.
No. Yep. Damn it.
Got him.
Yeah. What does joining the Black Roses entail?
Yeah. Well, and what kind of long-term obligations are we looking at?
More importantly,
We're not the Black Rose Society. We are a underground organization that is derived mostly of making sure that the world stays in balance, that good stays good and bad stays bad, because you need both.
yeah. What was the name of it? Something the obituary? No, that's not it.
I didn't write it down, but I believe
I wrote it down and then lost the thing. I wrote it down.
Did it again. Yeah, there's some really cool name.
Allegiance.
There's a different name for it.
The world's obituary.
The world's obituary. Hey,
that's it.
Yay, notes.
Hey, notes. Yeah. Long term, like, what does it entail?
getting into... Actually, Faye's going to say this. Getting into the world's obituary is not necessarily the most safest of things. Typically, to prove yourself, you'll do some kind of reconnaissance. For example, we might send you to the city-state. The city-state towards the north. In the north. That holds a large amount of lilies. There is a city-state in the north that is mostly run by goblins and goblinoids of sorts. They however, have the largest supply of life lilies, which is what Lillington actually makes. They have the largest supply and the largest amount. We, Lillington, are the second largest amount, and you see how tiny our fields are. Their mountains are just vast and full of lilies, and they grow much quicker and much stronger in their soil. However, it is a well-known secret that the goblinoids are not actually the ones in charge. Something else is. We would ask you to obtain us a piece of reconnaissance, a piece of information that leads us closer to unveiling what is actually going on in that city-state.
Oh, we're great with goblins.
So doing that would potentially get us into, or at least get our foot in the door of the world obituary.
Yes. After that, you would go through a series of tests. After the series of tests, you would... I'm trying to find where I wrote down what the name of it is. Ferorian. That's the city-state. Ferorian is the city-state. Once you get us more information on Ferorian and prove that you actually have some potential here, we would then send you through a series of tests, making sure that each one of your defining features is defined in a way that your aptitude. We would give you an aptitude test, essentially. After the aptitude test, you would then have to essentially swear allegiance. Basically, if you decide to sell any information that you get beyond that point, we will kill you.
This is why I don't swear. Oh,
we're talking about... So far, we're talking about consequences, not obligations.
Yeah, they're like monthly dues.
We have the simplest of obligations for our newest members, which is two truths that are embraced in every single part of our organization. be forever curious and forever ask questions. And
That's
number two, when you see something, say something to us.
Yes, but don't snitches get stitches?
You're not.
No, we went through all of this.
If we snitch on them, we get worse than stitches, from what I understand of this.
That's how
But
we
if we
end up in
snitch,
ditches.
if we snitch to them, snitches get
No,
ditches.
I
That's right, snitches and ditches. If we snitch to them, then that's a good.
It's fine. It's fine.
Then snitches get riches.
Possibly, maybe.
Basically, so it can essentially be boiled down to we become part of the information gathering wing of an intelligence network, and we have to continue to do so.
And
Understood.
once again, I want it to be perfectly clear that you will be beholden to no government. Some governments will detest you, which of course we will define which ones will, and some governments will honor you, such as Corinne or Qualdra. It will open doors and it will close doors. You just have to know who to tell what.
Honestly, I'm not much of one who a joiner, I guess is a good way to put it, but that doesn't really sound too bad. Yeah, I'm in if you guys are.
Yeah.
I am certainly in.
If you advance further than just reconnaissance and information, you will start getting tasks or things that need to be taken care of in a timely manner, most of them involving finding more information, understanding, or taking care of a problem.
Oh, I've already got obligations. Brick, you've been awfully quiet, which is very uncharacteristic.
He's not here.
He left, and I keep going to say something. I'm like,
that
"Shit,
would be
he's not
why. Well,
Suddenly it makes sense.
so it seems like the three of us at least are in, but we do have two other compatriots that are not able to speak for themselves at the moment. I'm sure Brooke will do whatever it takes for Kay. Brick kind of rolls with the punches as it is, but he actually, I don't know if he'll be totally convinced of this one. So we should definitely run it by him before we all just wholeheartedly agree.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm certain. But
In the meantime,
can we Chiron kind of points at the evil hickey. Can we
I didn't think about
can we
that.
get is
The hickey of doom.
this is fixing this contingent upon membership?
Oh, no, I can. And he like goes back
Just
into his
thought I'd
little,
ask.
he just goes back into his little accent and his little cheery self. I can fix that real quick. And
Ooh,
would be
Look
lovely.
out for you,
Thank you.
brother.
that was some good
Thank you.
leverage. I'm glad you asked.
and so he kind of gets this thing out, and it looks like a paddle, like a
Whoa.
paddle, and he's like, all right, this is
Things that I am into,
this
but
is-
you did.
this is a sign of good faith and hope that you will join our society, because I think we could benefit from you.
We'll get some leather for you to bite down on,
Podger, what's your safe word? Podger?
Oh, pineapple.
Flugelhorn,
Alright.
Flugelhorn.
Move over. Well, bang! And he like does a nice little pop on you. And the very, very faint, almost like a birthmark, lips on his neck have now disappeared. I mean, the whole thing's red now, but they disappeared. It was one of the best things I had ever done, to tell the wizard to put my anti-curse stuff in a paddle. Let me tell you.
I bet you get some good use out of that, don't you?
Leo's
I could've
literally
done
laughing so hard.
Oh, Chiron
No.
is losing his shit.
Look, not to ruin the moment. That was a curse from the god of
Revenge.
Revenge.
right, and you guys just did something against what the god of revenge wants. Is that a worry at all for anyone? I mean, I didn't do it, and I just want to say that out loud to everybody. It wasn't me.
I remove curses on the regular. The gods, the gods say they don't meddle, but they really do like to meddle.
Yeah. I'm just
That
thinking
might
of
be
like
points.
Uzi.
That's kind of yeah, that's kind of what I was driving at. It seems like the god of revenge could possibly take issue with you interfering with their plans, her plans.
Well, I
They were gonna anyway. We were gonna have to get this sorted out sooner or later.
yes. Otherwise, like, who knows what could have? I mean, what further interference could have wrought upon us? I mean, particularly me, and I certainly do not want that.
Well,
Yeah,
that spell was a scry spell. It specifically allowed her to tune into wherever you are, even if you're in an area that she can't normally scry at. So, you definitely want that gone. And he puts the
Yeah.
ball back.
Indeed.
Pissing
Thank
off
you.
a crazy stalker god of revenge doesn't seem like a bad idea. We're gonna pay for later. All right.
We were going to be, that check was written weeks ago.
It's true.
So
Well,
unless Baldra was suddenly gonna go all dark side on us, I don't think there was any hope.
I am
of
a
getting out of it.
I am a Twilight cleric, not a cleric of the dark.
Yeah, there's a
yeah.
there's a separation
I
there.
worry about.
Yes.
Well, it's not gonna kill me, so that's fine. Hey, should we drink?
Yes.
That's a fun thing to say after that statement. All right.
You can't be drunk all day if you don't start early. I'm just saying.
Or never stop in the first place.
I do not plan to be drunk all day, but I will have a light drink, please. Just one.
Sounds mighty fine to me. And we'll scoot over to Brooke.
Nice. Perfect.
Brooke, you are kind of flying through these trees. You're kind of ducked down on Anake's back, flying through these trees very quickly. You're shocked at how fast Anake can fly, even though she's like 200 pounds. And eventually she gets far enough into the forest that she lands. And she lets you off her back and she says, "So, how do we find a boar?"
All right. Top of the list of things here. Brooke totally lets go of the cool guy persona once it's just the two of them.
Oh my god. Love it.
And then hands on hips, kind of looks around for a second. I'll be honest, I totally thought you were going to take point on this one, Anike. This is not my field of expertise.
I mean, I know how to hunt stuff relatively, but how do you find something to hunt? And she, like, actually laughs. She's like, "Well, we promised Brick a boar."
We'll get the boar. We'll
Okay.
get the boar. Okay, what do boars do? Boars.
What is Brick like when he's pissed off?
Like a storm.
Okay. Okay, like destroys everything?
Yeah.
Okay. So we should get a boar.
Yeah.
Okay. What do boars eat?
What do boars eat? That's such a good question for someone that isn't me. Grass.
Well, what grows around here? And she starts like looking up in the trees.
I think I'm gonna start. I think most people who sort of track animals start, like, the clue is in the name, right? You look for tracks. So I'm gonna look for tracks.
Okay, good.
And I mean, I don't know. Do you have, like, are you good at smelling things? How's your sense of smell?
I'm good at some things.
Okay. I don't really know. Like, you won't know what boar smells like, so I guess that's not that helpful. Yeah, I guess we'll stick with tracks. That's objective A, I guess.
So good. So good.
We really should have brought someone more qualified.
We very much should have brought someone more qualified. Who would have been more qualified, though?
You get message.
We can do this.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's true. I think there's a little bit of pride that's going to keep Brooke from asking for help here.
Newfound pride.
Yeah. Could I make some kind of wildly unlikely check to try and track
Okay.
these boars?
Go ahead and make a survival check.
Okay.
Oh, first roll of the day too.
I actually have proficiency in survival, believe it or not. Here we go.
Oh, God.
Second of the day.
Yeah, so you get down on the ground and you start like looking through, and eventually you find tracks. You just aren't sure if they're deer tracks or boar tracks.
Okay.
They're one or the other because they both have the hoof. You just don't know which hoof is the hoof.
Well, you know what? I found some tracks here, Anike, and I would say that following tracks that would turn out to be deer tracks would be better than not following any tracks.
Yes.
So I think we should follow them.
Okay. And she offers you on her back again.
Yeah.
And she gets up in the trees, and then she begins hopping from tree limb to tree limb, kind of like following the tracks.
Clinging on for dear life.
But she's like hopping from tree limb to tree limb, and eventually she goes, "Oh, look, there's one." And there's a daddy boar, like with the big tusk. He's a little bit smaller than the boar. No, he's a little bit bigger than the boar that you had last time. And he has these gnarly tusks that are just like splintered and stuff. She's like, "Do you want to see something incredible?"
Yeah, absolutely.
Without hesitation, she literally whoop up into the air above the trees, and then goes over him and then dive bombs the boar, tucking her wings in around you. She swoops down into it and then kind of opens up her wings whenever she gets kind of close. The boar has no idea what's going on. It's not used to aerial predators like this. And what can only be described as like a nauseous gas is released from her mouth. And she releases it over the boar and then flies like 15 feet away and then lands. And the boar is literally just standing there. Just standing. She's, "Don't go in the gas." And she lets you off again.
Brooke climbs off and just like doubles over and starts heaving next to Anike.
No, I'm so, no, oh no. Oh no.
Oh my god. Okay. No, I'm good.
No, I'm well, the boar is paralyzed.
That was really cool.
The boar is paralyzed. Do I just go, I guess I just go bite its neck, huh?
Yeah.
And suffocate it? Do you want to bite its neck?
Oh, no. I don't usually go for smooth fry like that. I'm more of a big boar kind of guy. You got this one, though.
Okay. So she, like, trots her way happily, like, not like a predator at all, into the thing and just goes, unk, and closes his windpipe, like, closes. And the boar is literally, like, you can see he's, like, panicking, but he can't move because of the paralyzing breath. He just can't move. And eventually he just, like, limp.
Okay, cool. I was worried that this was gonna be like she was like not being very humane about it, but that was all right in the end.
And then she brings the boar over, and like in her mouth still, and puts it down like a cat does whenever they've gotten prey, and she's like, "I did it."
Wonderful.
Okay, so Anike, my instinct is to pet you, but I don't feel like we've established,
I think it would be appropriate if you pet me.
Okay, I just wasn't sure because you're more intelligent than most creatures that I would pet, so I didn't know if it was going to come across a little like I don't know, condescending or something like that.
I I think if another person did it, it would be condescending. But you don't mean it condescendingly. I can sense your emotions because we're linked now.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Fantastic. Okay, great. And then I pet Annika.
Note to self: convince Brick to pet Annika at some point.
What was up with the gas thing that you did there?
So along with being really adapted to cold weather, silver dragons are actually also have a paralyzing breath that allows us to paralyze our prey before we eat it or paralyze our enemies before we kill them.
Wow.
It's wonderful. It's very useful. I really wish that
That
other
is
people
useful.
had it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I'm glad that it's in the hands of someone, responsible enough to use it wisely.
Do
I
other
don't know if I
things
would want
not?
everyone to have it.
Do
I don't
other
know if I'd want Brick to have it.
I don't think I'd want Brick to have it either.
I don't think I'd want Brick to have
I
it.
think Brick would eat me.
I think he might.
I think he might. And she starts
He
laughing.
might.
All right. Well, are you done vomiting? Would you like to bring? I will go slow this
Who's vomiting?
time. You?
Me?
You?
No, it was-
I promise
big.
to fly slow.
Okay, yeah, great. Thank you.
So she picks up the boar in her mouth, and she's just like carrying this fucking like 300-pound boar by her mouth, and she has like her front legs around it too, and she's just like carrying this, and she's like 200 pounds herself, but she's 200 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah.
And so she begins to fly, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's so difficult to fly with this."
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know how far.
Okay.
we are.
I mean, if you want to take a break at any point, just say so.
Okay, and she begins to fly, but she's flying incredibly slow. Brooke, can you make a perception check for me?
You betcha. $15.
Yeah. So as I'm trying to remember. I think it's a queen. Nope, that's not what I want either. I don't remember what the name of this demon is, so we're gonna
Excuse me.
go for something
Sorry.
else.
What?
Once again,
As you guys
You
are
meant,
flying
woodland
slow,
throw
critter.
that back out there.
I don't know what the
so
name of this little woodland
as-
critter is.
Squirrel.
as you guys are flying slow and low to the ground, kind of, she's really this is like max capacity. You begin to notice that her shadow, like what you think is her shadow on the trees, because it's like so early, it's not really early at this point, but it doesn't quite look right. Like something's something about the way that it's hitting the trees looks weird. And as you like stare at it, you realize that there is a flying black creature matching your pace in her shadow.
The way you said that, I just picture her like dragging this boar across the ground, like through bushes and stuff like that.
Insult to injury. So we're high up enough. We're high up enough that this thing is in Annika's shadow
Yeah.
beneath us.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I guess it can't be that big then, because
Mm-mm.
Annika's not very big. Okay. Okay. Annika, play it cool. Don't look directly at it. But there is something below us.
Oh.
I could not possibly tell you what it is.
She looks down at it for a moment, and you see
It could be cool.
as soon as she looks down at it, it flies off into the trees to one point. I don't like this.
No, me neither. What do we value more, the boar or our lives?
Well, we're almost home. I assume we could make it home with time. With the boar? Or we could leave the boar here and go run and get the others. Or you can send a message.
Yeah, okay. I think it's time. I think Brooke knows when he's out of his depth.
Not that I need your guys' help or anything, but like, you know.
Oh, that is absolutely the message that you guys could have received. I forget how this works. So can I? We just have like a group chat that I can just message. Yeah. So it would be like, hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are having a chill time. We're totally chilling out here. We caught so many boar. It's so epic. Not that it's a big deal or anything. Just in case you guys felt like you were gonna miss out. There's something creepy out here that is following us. So, whatever.
That was from Brooke.
I was literally about to do it.
I miss it so much. I watched our last couple episodes and I was like, I miss Sathrin's Siri voice so much.
That was from Brooke.
Yes.
I feel like Badger's just about to take a sip of his drink, and he's like, "Ah, well."
And there's the big difference between Mordecai and Badger. Mordecai's like, all right.
Don't die.
Working on it.
What would you guys like to do?
We're going to go and help him. He says it's not a big deal, but I don't seem to believe that.
Pretty chill.
Yes, however, I am concerned about anything unexplained and creepy going on anywhere near Anake at this time.
We're just gonna assume that Brick is done with his work and is back with you guys at the tavern now. He's done his preparations, just for clarity's sake.
So I'm just waiting on the meat, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So we gotta get that more meat because I wrote out a nice little dialogue for this.
Of course you did. all the puns are going to be wrong if we don't get pig.
Yeah. Is there much of a limit
travesty.
on the use of message, Aelx?
What?
Is there much of a limit on the use of message?
Not through Sathrin.
No, not through Sathrin.
Okay, as you guys are deciding what you're gonna do.
Sorry, I should specifically say the only limit on Sathrin is that everybody hears the message.
Okay.
There is no just single chat. Everybody hears the message.
Like, not long after the previous message at all, and you get another one that's like Brooke again, like, hey guys, you guys are totally gonna miss out. Like, it's so not a big deal, but like, if you guys wanted to come and check it out, I feel like you're gonna regret not doing it. Okay, bye.
I look at Chiron and Badru both like,
cry for help.
Yeah.
Should we let him sweat? I mean, we should go. We should go. But should we let him sweat on the way?
Trial by fire.
I'm going to go.
Oh. All right, Badru, let me just. Okay, thanks. All right.
That was mine. I was going to come back for that. You have another one waiting for me, and put the one he just drank on his tab, please. Thank you. Let's just walk out.
Is Brick joining them?
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said,
he's made all his prep.
Should we let him know we're coming or let him sweat?
A third message. You guys are totally gonna regret not coming.
Oh, you guys are so missing out on the fun. Leopold, go get ahead of us, and then we start heading out.
Yeah, Badru will send a clip.
Yeah, because here's the problem: we don't know where the fuck to go.
Yeah, you actually get Leopold up, and he kind of signals to you to look through his eyes. And whenever you look through his eyes, you see that they're actually really not that far out. Leopold can actually see them from the air, though you can't see them because of the trees. But they're really not that far out. And Leopold begins flying towards them.
I give a little. They're off that general direction. Eyes are a cloudy grayish black. I'm like, yeah, they're that general direction. We should probably head out, and I come back to my senses, and then We don't have horses, do we? No, we airshipped here. All right.
Yep, it's time to
Rick
run.
Rick takes a deep breath. You agree with this? I could smell Brooks' hair gel.
We really need to talk about that.
Oh my god. I don't think we have it in the budget.
Uh,
That is going to be such a good
I'm just
scene.
imagining George Clooney from Brother Where Art Thou, with the hair jelly that he has to keep making sure that he
what
has.
was the name of that? Oh,
Dapper
man.
Dan.
Dapper Dan, that's what it
I'm
was.
a Dapper Dan man
Dapper
myself.
Dan.
You can still buy.
Mhm.
So as you guys make your way, Anake kind of looks back and goes, Brooke, I have
Yep.
2 shadows.
Yep.
There are 2.
Mhm.
And you look down, and there are two black figures, kind of in the shadow, but in like right next to each other in the shadow. Hello, Raiders. Kind of barreling with Anake, who is now really trying to hoof it. She is very, very tired. But right as you guys make it to the crest of the tree line, you now can see Anake coming towards you. And you feel in the air that something's really wrong. Like, it just doesn't feel right. It feels gross. And you definitely hear very quickly through the forest something going through the forest, not trying to not make any sound, like just very quickly moving through the forest in front of you.
All right, Anake's coming in hot. We need to be ready.
I mean,
We're getting close. He takes a big whiff of the air. I smell fear in Brooks' hair.
Anake flies over you guys and then makes a very sharp turn down, drops the boar, and then gets Brooke off of her, and then just collapses onto the floor like, oh my god, okay.
You bruised the
Um,
You're all
meat.
right.
You're all right.
we still don't actually know what's going on, right? We just know that there's something weird.
There's something following us. And as you look at the as you look out onto the forest, through the forest you see 2 Vroks.
2 rocks?
Vroks. With their fingernails. And just
It's like a demon thing, isn't it?
it is a
Yeah.
Horrible harpy demon thing.
And
Yeah.
I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh my
We
god.
are doing this Theater of the Mind. I tried Theater Mind over the break, and I really liked it for some things.
What is the condition of the meat? Did it get bruised from the drop?
Tenderized is the word.
Oh, this is good then.
I'm going last.
Is Bartley playing for everybody? Am I the only one that can't hear it again?
Yeah, I've still got it.
It is playing for me.
Mine stopped.
I completely forgot about Bartley.
Sad face. All right. Figure it out another day. Sorry, Alex. What are we doing?
No, you are
Initiative.
rolling initiative.
Oh, it says I didn't select a token.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
because we don't have tokens.
Initiative.
But it'll still roll.
We're
Okay,
doing
roll.
this old school.
Back in my day.
Oh my!
Remember, we didn't
that's a
have
nat one.
Okay.
Yeah, you rolled a nat 1 and you still got a 9. Shut up.
The highest initiative.
Do not want to fucking hear it.
Fair enough.
I rolled 2.
It got 3.
Yeah, like I rolled a 2 and got a 3. You rolled a 1 and got a 9. Kindly.
Now would be such a good time for me to check what my character can do.
Yeah, probably. I asked.
Yeah.
Brooke. And then
You can smite. That's all you need to know.
Max, quick, DM me my moves.
Max,
Send
help.
help.
Max, send help. All right, and we have.
Smite fuel. You don't need to know spells.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're all making fun of Brooke earlier, but once the smites start happening, we're gonna make a whole lot less fun of Brooke.
With Anake collapsed in the background, kind of just destroyed by the amount of effort that she just had to physically exert, kind of proving that she's not a god. Okay, Uskar, no. Uskar is playing with the blinds. Proving that she is not truly a god. The rocks stare you down. Brick, you are the first one to move. You are about 20 feet away from the rocks. What would you like to do?
Listen, I don't know what you are. You don't smell good. Do you have any idea what you've interrupted? I was making a grand meal. And now I had to stop this to deal with you. So he pulls out, he reaches underneath his apron. He pulls out a tiny little canteen made out of like bones and stuff, a canister, pops it open, chugs the big old vial of green stuff. His chef hat stands on end. He goes, "Let us get cooking." He's going to rage and charge forward.
Okay.
And he is going to use his what is this? The frenzy ability.
Mm-hmm.
As he, which I think takes his. Oh no, you just can do it. Okay. Means my bonus action can be used to attack and stuff. So he charges in, and the first thing he wants to do is just get a hold of this little bastard. He is pissed. He's ruined it, and he wants to break bread and bones. So.
All right.
I guess
how many are there? I'm sorry.
Is there two or one?
Two.
Okay.
How big are they? Just for my brain.
They're like 8 or 9 feet.
They're pretty large.
Yeah, they're large.
But they're spindly. Are they large creatures or medium? I guess that's where I was really asking.
Large.
They're large.
Large.
Generally, I should say. I'm not trying to answer for Alex.
No,
Generally
you're fine.
large.
He barrels in, hat all flapping in the wind, his apron, and he's gonna reach out with one of his red orc meaty arms and try to grab the nearest one. How close are they together?
They're probably about 10 feet apart.
Okay, wonderful. He's going to try to run and grapple the first nearest one with his left hand. His big tusks he's raging and yelling and screaming, mostly about how his food might not taste as good as it should have because it's just sitting and cooling, and he's on a long rant. He's really pissed.
Sounds pissed.
All right, so that's a contested athletics. He's going to try to grapple because I'm raging. I have advantage. That is a 30 to grapple.
You grab
the first
him.
And because I have extra attack, he's going to his hand goes in and grabs it by one of its little weak ass, spindly wings and drags it over 10 feet and tries to grab the other one that he's fighting and is going to try to lock down that one as well.
Whole time, like Baju is giving commentary, like he's at a wrestling match. Break the thick, goes in. He's going to attempt to grab. Oh my God! He gets one of them. What is he going to do now?
Break the thick. That roll two or just one?
Those are both grappled.
Okay, so he gets a hold of him.
Oh God, he has the other one.
He's screaming and bellowing. He says, "I'm gonna bite my friend. I'm going to bite your ears off. Why don't you have a seat?" And he's going to use his bonus action attack to try to pin one to the ground, and then kind of just, put his boot on it when he gets it to the ground. So that's another athletics check with advantage. That's a contested check against his athletic.
You pin it to the ground.
He says,
he pins it to the ground. Is he going for a win?
He goes, "Listen, I don't like to often say this, but you should know today I feel like a serial killer." And he's just like stomping on this thing as he's holding one by its wing. He says, "My friends, come, dinner is served. But this is just the appetitus. What is it? The appetizer is served." And you guys can rush in as he's got one pinned to the ground and the other one grappled.
All right.
At the end of his
It
turn.
is now the Vrock's turn, so of course they're gonna try to break free.
They can
I'm so
try.
excited.
So more contested.
Okay, so the
That's
first
not gonna do.
athletic.
That don't even bother rolling the first one.
I got 27.
What's the okay? So never mind. So both of them are just on the ground. They're just on the ground.
He says, try to remain calm. Remain calm. I promise it only hurt for a second.
All right. Now it is Badru's turn.
Okay. Badru will take a look at the first one that that Brick has pinned to the ground. His eyes are going to start glowing like bright silver as he whispers to it, "Oh, you should not have come after our friends. That was a huge mistake." And I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from that one as I cast Dissonant Whisper.
Ooh.
Wanna rock and roll all night.
Rock and roll.
12.
Well, will not save it. DC is 16.
Okay.
So it will take a total of, I rolled poorly. It will take a total of 7 points of psychic damage this time around.
Was this
And
the
it have to
one?
try to run away as fast, as quickly as it can, which it can't.
excuse me.
Is this
it's
the
grappled.
proned one or the not proned one?
Whatever the first one was that
All right.
he grappled.
The one he actually grappled.
You can officially say the one the of the two. If it helps, I've basically crushed the ribs of the other one. Give you a visual of what's the difference between them.
All right.
Nice.
Brooke, it is your turn. Wait, that's all you had to do, right, Badru?
I think that might be all I can do. I'm double checking No, don't do that, you. Damn it, that was a waste of a nat 20.
No.
Yeah, that's all I can do right now.
All right, Brooke, what would you like to do?
Okay. I think Brooke will join in on attacking this rock that Badru was attacking.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and roll one of these. An unnatural 20.
That hits.
Sweet. And then so I would like to use a divine smite in that case.
Okay.
Nice.
So when I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, I spend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target. In addition to the weapon's damage, the extra damage is 2d8 for a foot, so a 2 extra d8 radiant. So I guess I hit that. And
If
then
you-
slash 2d8.
If you don't know, you can dump I think you can dump bigger slots in to make the higher level slot to make the damage even higher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
he doesn't have higher level slots, does he?
I have 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But I'll just do the 1 for now. So that's 15 plus 14.
Ooh.
Ow.
For damage?
Yeah.
I love it.
29 total.
What
Ow.
does a silver dragon? So silver dragons are the cold dragons. They do ice, just for your fancy, but you can do whatever you want. What does your smite look like with the dragon's divine power?
I feel like I want it to be on brand with that, right? I think that it is quite like it is all very like silvery lights and fashion, and all looks very like cold. And there's maybe like you get like the cold air kind of frosty, breathy thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's maybe some of that going on. Yeah, I like the idea of like lots of like very pale lights and things coming from the sword and coming from Brooke and whatnot.
Amazing.
As he's just like plunging and swinging at this thing. Is it still kicking?
Not really, but yes.
Oh, okay.
I had to get out. I had to break out the calculator. Congratulations.
In that case, if it's not for sure dead, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay, hit him again.
That's a 26 to hit.
That
It's-
hits.
Sweet
and another
Jesus.
15 damage.
Okay. Is there a smite on that one?
There is no smite on that one.
All right.
I would like to note that Brooke is fighting with a confidence that has not been seen thus far. He's been very, like, flailing his sword in panic before now, whereas his confidence that he's been putting on
Love it.
today is showing in his combat.
And Badru will commentate, "Oh my god! Oh my god! He is fighting with a confidence we have not seen in him before! Oh, tables, ladders, and swords! Tables, ladders, and swords!"
Mordecai, it is now your turn.
Yeah, running up at the.
There's
How
gonna be
far
shit
about?
left for me?
Yeah, shit. How about how? Oh, there will be. How about how far away am I from all of this chaos?
Wait, did I not write in? Apparently, I didn't write in Chiron's turn.
Oh, I'm last.
Yeah.
No.
At least
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Yeah,
So, like,
3. Yeah.
I haven't been skipped or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
No, that wasn't
Mordecai?
my concern.
I kind of like run up and then like come to a stop and watch just Brooke going fucking full ham on these guys. I'm like, holy shit. And I'll wait till till Dominic's done.
Sorry. I've been really good about muting, but I forgot this time.
You're good. You're good. And I just go, oh, everybody just needs to slow down. And I cast slow on both of them. They both need to make wisdom saving throws, I believe. Wisdom saving throws.
The first one, the one that is at like literally half health, is an 18.
Makes it.
The other one is a 13.
Does not make it.
So now this one is grappled, prone, and
Grappled?
slow.
He is crappled.
He is
The other
grappled.
one's the one that failed. His speed is halved. He has -2 to his AC and dexterity saving throws, and he cannot use reactions. And on his turn, he can only use an action or a bonus action, not both.
Oh,
And it cannot make more than one attack per turn. And if he sorry, there's more. If he attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, he has to roll a d20 and then get an 11 or higher. Oh my god, there's so much to this spell.
Yeah, slows pretty
Those
up.
badass.
and wait, and so which one of the two did you
The
cast?
one that's perfectly fine so far. The one that hasn't
Okay.
been touched.
Got
So -2 to AC and dexterity. His speed is halved. He can't use reactions. He can only use a bonus action or an action, not both.
He's never getting free.
Regardless, no, it's the other one, the one that you didn't
I got
grapple
'em
with. Oh, okay, yeah.
There you
They're
then
go.
both
you go
grappled,
with
only one's
Two
prone.
hands.
One
Uh,
is grappled and has half health. The other one is grappled, prone, and slowed and is at full health.
Yeah, that one. All right, so speed is halved. -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. Cannot use reactions. It can only use an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of his abilities or magic items, he cannot make more than one melee or ranged attack during his turn. If he attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, I roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. So it basically can take 2 turns for him to cast a single spell. And then if it can't, the spell. Oh, and then if it can't, the spell is wasted. He makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each turn to end the effect.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
See, I was
And
going to use
Mordecai
Tasha's
goes
mind
out to
whip.
that one and tells it to take a chill pill.
See, I was going to use Tasha's mind whip, but it's also very confusing, and now I'm not gonna. Plus, it does basically what you just did. So I'll
Wait.
do
Chiron?
something else.
It is your
Yes.
turn.
Now's
So
the time.
Chiron's kind of standing there, and things kind of slow down a little bit, and he puts his fingers to his lips and lets out this eerie fucking whistle. And the shadows around the Brick
Vrock?
and the Vrox start to coalesce, and a fucking hound appears out of shadow and lets out a howl. Which I have to roll initiative for him. Oh, good. Right before me, generally. And so I've got him right up, and they can appear anywhere with it. I have to designate a target, and I'm designating the prone one.
Mhm.
And it can only attack that one. It has to be within 30 feet of it, blah, blah, blah. So I have it appear right next to it.
Okay.
Chiron, the shadow of disaster has called forth his big fluffy dog.
So that's my bonus action. And as my action, I am going to cast Mind Sliver at the prone one, because he also has disadvantage on saving throws to while this thing is next to it.
Brutal.
So I need a DC 15 int save.
No. That's just a big
No?
fat no.
All right. And so that's going to be 9 psychic damage, and it has to subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw before the end of my next turn.
And I don't know what Chiron just did, but boy, it does not look comfortable.
So the hound shows up, and it's just right there, like rawr. And then yeah, you know, and then Chiron just gutturally mens novaculata as the mind sliver hits it.
It still gets me when I hear stuff like that, not from my table.
I use it in every fucking game I play now.
Great.
100% of the time.
Well,
Words of Power, Crit Academy, look it up. It's good stuff. I will happily stump for you on this. So that's Chiron's turn.
Well, I misspelled that.
I have been waiting to bring out the shadow puppy for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I feel like I remember you talking about it at one point, and I was so pumped for it. So cool.
Oh, did you cast? I missed it. No.
What?
Your shadow puppy? You cast it?
The Hound of Illum. Yeah, I let out this whistle, and it's just this eerie, and then all of the shadows around them just coalesced into a fucking hound. Yeah, the thing uses direwolf stats, except it's medium and a monstrosity.
Yeah.
He
It's
cupped
Clifford, the big black dog.
So yeah, and its initiative is 4. So next round it'll jump in at that point and do a thing.
Awesome. So,
Teacup Chihuahua of Doom.
Rick, it is now your turn. You have one half-dead Vrock and one stomped-on Vrock.
he looks at the one it's getting its ass kicked, and looks at the one on the ground. He's kind of pissed that his hands are kind of full. He looks down and says, "Unfortunately for you, my friend, it's Friday." And since he doesn't have no free arms, he's just gonna make unarmed strikes and bash his head into the one people been attacking.
This is eerily familiar with the last boar.
Yeah, he's gonna bash him in the head,
All right.
and then quickly complain about how he's getting blood, demon blood all over his ass. So my unarmed strike, I think. Here I can use the rolling pin thing. It's still a D4, so. I'm gonna attack the one everyone's attacking is not the one that's prone, correct?
Mhm.
So the one under Boots got some broken ribs, but this guy's only got him by the wing. So he's gonna start bashing his head in. No advantage there. I'm gonna make 3 attacks.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you making the 3 attacks against the one with half health or all health? Full
Half
health.
health.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I started attacking the one that was prone with full health. By the way, that's where. Yeah, got it.
All right, so there's 3 attacks. 22, 15, and 22 again, I think. It says rolling pin. It's the same damage and stuff as the unarmed. So Because it looks like it already added rage and everything. So it's 8, 8, and 6.
20. It's 28. I just added it on my
Oh,
fingers in front of everyone because I don't care.
Alex, I'm 40 and I still count on my fingers.
Oh
I
my
want you to
God.
know that.
True. Same.
Alex was grilling me for my ability to do math the other day.
Oh my God, that was really funny.
And he goes,
Numbers and I are on complicated terms.
Yeah, no.
not only is it Friday, but when you fight me, I'm the worst. And that's the end of Brick's turn.
Is that WURST? Yeah.
Oh my god! The Brick the Thick just administered the Friday special! The Friday special!
Man, can Butter do this every fight? This is good.
Right.
This is good. Now it is the
You just need, like,
Brock's
a-
turn.
Bro is
And
earning
pummel.
my inspiration today because I love it.
Holy.
All right, the Brock's
Ladies
turn.
and gentlemen,
Ladies
Uh,
and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
all right. I need contested strength checks twice. Never mind, I don't. I rolled an 8 and a 1. I hate this.
I can't roll lower. I can't roll lower than like I think 12.
Yeah, and
or
and
something.
mine is removing a D4 from the one that I attacked.
Yeah.
You know, thank God I didn't make a map because that would have been useless. Like we're just staying in the same spot and hitting the same
It's just
thing.
yeah,
everyone
you only
right
need a
there.
map of like 8 by 8 squares. That's it. Once Brick gets a hold of him, he's pretty much like an alligator of death. He just holds on to him and rolls around with him.
Yeah, he doesn't really do
He's-
any
he's
damage.
wrestling.
But, yeah.
Wrestling.
All right, Badru, it's your turn.
Badru's going to like get some inspiration from Brick. He's gonna run up to the rock that's on the ground. He's gonna leap into the air, go full elbow drop, and through his elbow, he's going to cast inflict wounds.
Oh, that's awful. I love it.
I think that's the second time you've dropped the pupil's elbow in this game. I think.
I think it is. That's a 22 to hit.
Please tell me how inflict wounds, dropping the people's elbow, murders this rock and sends it back to the abyss.
For 24 points of necrotic damage, just all of Badru's elbow, just right into the Brock's face.
And it just turns into jelly. Just the whole thing turns into jelly. By the way, you are now covered with demon jelly, Brick.
He licks his lips and all the
Don't-
jelly that's
don't.
on it.
It's
How does
not
it
good.
taste?
I shouldn't have done this. I regret my actions.
Yeah, what
I
the
regret
hell?
my actions.
Immediately.
The Bardic elbow!
Double team.
Man, you're just feeling yourself today.
I know,
Oh,
it's
you're
great. Brooke, it is your turn. The one that you were attacking is turned to jelly.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The other one that is still alive is grappled, proned, slowed. It has a DC of 13. It can only take one action. It can't use bonus actions, can't use reactions.
Well, it can take an action or a bonus action. I mean,
What do you think is going through this poor creature's mind right now?
I did not sign up for this. That's
Fuck.
what's going through. I was stalking a
Fuck.
dragon. I didn't sign up for this shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, no,
Well-
literally.
Well, gee, Alex, with all of that in mind, I think what I'm gonna do is bash this thing with my cool sword. So let's go ahead and do that. After like a brief moment of like heaving because of the jellified rock. They speak common?
No,
Oh, okay.
never mind.
A 10.
but they have telepathy, so it gets.
A 10 does not hit.
I didn't think so. I bet a 15.
15, is that damage?
Oh wait, did I?
That's damage.
Yeah, you rolled damage
I
back.
I clicked the same button. Weird. Why is it doing that? Don't do that.
Do that.
Why is
Nope,
it
still
doing
just
that?
Why is it doing that? I don't
Why
mean to
is
do
it-
that.
Now
My
try it.
bad.
Oh
I
my
don't know what
god.
happened there.
Now that
Oh,
everyone
oh,
click your
oh,
buttons.
Sorry,
No.
that was
What about a
me.
There you go.
13?
There you go. 13.
13
I don't know.
hits.
I just kept clicking the same button. It just kept rolling damage. A 13 hits?
13 hits because the AC
Incredible.
is lowered.
Lowered by 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And you
Sure, I'll
get
divine
advantage
smite
on
this
those
node.
attacks
Getties.
too because it's prone.
Yep.
That's right.
Wait, what was that?
You get advantage.
Advantage, it's
Prone.
prone.
Oh,
So technically,
okay.
that's still your
Roll
first
with crit.
attack.
Yeah, okay, sweet.
So a 15 and a 13.
Yeah, this thing's
Yeah,
dead.
fantastic. So 7 damage and then
You're
2d8.
welcome, my friend.
Thank you so much.
By the way, your damage does do an extra D8 on fiends.
Yeah. Max, don't worry. Max told.
Oh, Max also told me.
Jesus.
So
13,
that's
14,
20.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Calculator time.
And then I'm going to do it again. In case you guys were unsure.
Oh, you get an extra 2d8 of damage? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That hits.
Um,
The power of the smite.
I'm just gonna go crazy. I'm gonna smite him again.
Do it.
And that only did 6 for so what, 17 there?
Mm-hmm. He's at half health now.
Okay.
Mordecai.
I'm picturing just lots of I'm picturing so many shiny lights coming off of this sword. I think the sword is doing a lot of the cool stuff, if I'm honest.
You know, in Japanese, the word, like the onomatopoeia for shining lights is kiri. That's what I imagine. Kiri. Like just a bunch of shiny lights, like anime style.
Badger goes, we were gonna call him the biting dragon, but he's the smiting dragon!
Wow. Here for it.
Oh goodness.
Nice.
Just get old Joey Styles from ECW vibes here.
Yeah, honestly, Mordecai just kind of watches Brooke going fucking ham on this thing, and just kind of is just like, ooh, like this is a different Brooke than what we've known so far. So I'm just gonna kind of sit back, hold my concentration on slow, and see what the group does.
All right.
That's it.
It is the hound's turn.
It's pretty fucking dead anyway.
Yeah, the hound is gonna start chewing. So we're gonna make and it's got advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's prone, but also because it's got pack tactics. Did that work? No. There we go. So yeah, that is a 24
All right.
to hit, and that's 9 piercing damage.
All right. It takes 9 piercing damage as the hound's teeth sink in.
And yeah, that's it. That's it for the hound.
And now it's Chiron's turn.
And because it's prone, and I will be at disadvantage. Why did it? Oh wow, it's delayed. I only did the first thing. I don't know why it took that long for the next one to go in. Sorry. Because it is prone, I am at disadvantage for ranged things. So I'm gonna keep going with things that require saves. So DC 15 int save.
Sorry
And,
about this, my friend.
And say again, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that. the
No, it's fine.
Prone really screws over the range.
No, but it's fine. Like that's like I am adjusting and starting to take more things that require saves. Also because I've got things that help me with that. But anyway, so yeah, so I need a DC 15 int save.
8.
Woo! Really? That's it? Fuck you. So that's gonna be.
Oh shit!
Oh wait. Yeah.
4
Only 4 psychic damage.
It's
but-
not about the size of your damage.
Uh,
It's how you did
But
it.
it is kind of about the size.
It's
of
how
it.
you wield it.
Sometimes it is, but I digress. So it'll take 4 psychic damage again with the mens novaculata, and it has to subtract 1d4 from its next save,
This thing is just no chance of this thing winning.
and that is it.
All right, now it is Brick's turn.
Still alive, are you? He says, you would have did much better to not get jalapeno business, all right? Now one of these is dead, so he's got a free hand. So he's going to do what any good chef would do. He's going to bust out the rolling pin and just beat this thing's head in to the best of its ability. As he looks deep into its eyes, he brings his head close right up into it, and he licks the leftover of his friends off of his lips. You're next, my friend. And he just swings his rolling pin 3 good times for good measure.
Meat tenderizer, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
That does hit. That does hit.
Yeah.
That still hits.
Oh,
I found a way to grade your jokes now because we can pop up numbers on our screens as well.
I just envision a thumbs down the entire time.
Yeah, I gave that one a 3.
Out of what, 5 or 10?
So 10.
No. Wait, is high good or low good? All right, yeah. So that is what, 24 damage?
Mm-hmm.
24 damage.
Yes.
As I pummel him with my rolling pin. That'll teach you to interrupt my meals.
All right. It is now the Vrock's turn. The Vrock is going to try to escape, which is just pointless at this point. I constantly was forgetting that I could try to get out of the slow. It doesn't get out of the slow. So never mind. It's not the Vrock's turn anymore. It's Badru's turn because I can't fucking roll for shit tonight.
Badru's gonna stand up. He's gonna look around. He sees the Vrock on the ground. He's gonna do the same shit. He's gonna
just whack a rock.
He did it again.
Oh my god!
He'll never do it again.
God. So that will be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
And we'll this time do 30 points of necrotic damage as the elbow lands.
It's gone. It's fucking gone.
Oh my god! The bardic elbow! A second time! What is happening?
I probably could have saved my sorcery points and not brought out the dog. Jesus.
Yeah, that's why I was like, nah, they kind of got this.
Yeah.
That's okay.
As you guys are doing this, at this point the entire town has crowded around the dragon, and it seems that they think she's overheating, whether she told them that or whatever. You're not sure, but they are currently grabbing cold water and putting wet compression towels on her to try to calm her down, and she's over on her side panting like a dog. And they're trying
as soon as the fight's over, Brooke's rushing straight back to Annika.
Yeah, Annika just kind of looks at him and is like, I am so tired.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You can rest now. We took care of everything.
You took care of them? Oh, thank you. And she puts her head down on your lap.
It's all right. I mean, you should have seen what Badru and the others were doing. It was crazy.
What are the rest of you guys doing?
Brick is trying to usher everyone back he's dragging the big giant boar behind him and trying to rush back to finish this meal he's been prepping all day.
I want to take a look at the Vrocks and see if there is any kind of evidence on them, or can we try to figure out this can't have been random. So who sent them? So I want to look into that.
Yeah.
Badru will help.
Go ahead and roll an investigation. An investigation in the goop and the.
Quick
And
check.
Badru is helping.
Group check.
Badru is helping.
Check.
So Ken has advantage?
Yes.
Well, that could have been worse. Investigation is not my strong suit, but 13.
You do not find anything.
Yes, this is certainly very goopy. Yes.
Very much muck. Oh no, my robes.
Well, no. See, your robes are not goopy because of looking at it. Your robes are goopy from elbow dropping it.
Oh no, that is what I am referring to. I don't know
Okay.
what got into me. I saw a brick take the thing and grapple it, and it just came over me. I just wanted a piece of that.
So 'twould seem.
Everybody.
But,
wants
A lot of that
piece
going around, huh, Badru?
Listen, you.
I'm gonna cast levitate on the boar so that it just kind of floats while he pulls it, so he doesn't have to like drag it through the dirt. And then I'm gonna stick around with Chiron and Badru.
Yeah, a couple of people at this point have started helping him drag the boar because they're hungry.
All right, do we
Now
need
it's
to-
floating with no weight, so he can just
no
kind of like
friction.
yeah.
So should we dispose of these bodies in some way so that they don't attract
I can
scavengers?
let them
or-
to stew, you hear as he's walking away.
No, the
sounds
hell
We
you
are
cannot.
just adding these things to stew. This is gross.
They are feathered.
I just
critters?
imagine all of us are just like in unison.
Their
No.
bodies,
No.
their bodies turn to goop, and their souls
Okay.
go back to the abyss.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are demon things. No.
As you guys are talking about this, Aurora comes up to you and is like, "Well, thank you again."
I think
Eh.
the protection of Lillington has now become. It was always a high priority, but now I think this can't be a coincidence.
Yes,
So,
I absolutely agree with you. And Thomas will be getting the barrier up sooner rather than
Yes.
later now. This is
Indeed.
one way for my people to be comfortable with the dragon living among them. And you see now that, like, she's, like, sitting up a little bit and, like, kind of, like, propped up now.
Yeah.
Good. It looks like she is feeling a little bit better.
She was telling people that she was overheating. Apparently, these dragons are more adept to cold weather, something that we don't have here.
Ah,
Yeah, that tracks.
that sounds about right. Yes.
Oh God.
If there is someone around who might be able to cast ice magic of some kind, that might be helpful.
She was telling people that it was because of heat. Do we know if that was what it actually was, or if this was something else?
Well, I assume...
You know, like when someone's like, "Oh man, yeah, I'm so tired," but really they were about to like black out because some other reason
Yeah, was this heat or exertion? Like,
or something else we need to be concerned about.
I have no doubt that carrying a beast weighing more than her would probably cause exhaustion of some sort.
All right.
Overheating might just be the way to explain it, but...
okay.
Yeah,
That
this
is
certainly
fair.
could be a symptom of.
This isn't like some residual curse leftover stuff where it's gonna like sap her strength and eat her soul up or anything crazy like that.
No.
Ah, now I'm
Uh, Brooks, no.
No.
Silly.
I cast Ray of Frost on her to cool her down. Shh, no, it's a terrible idea.
Well, I mean, not entirely.
I cast Ray of Frost near her to cool
Yeah.
it.
She is immune...
On the ground under her.
She is
Yeah.
immune to cold damage.
Oh. But
she-
all right.
Thrive in the cold. Yeah.
Laura kind of looks at you and says, "Well, if you have any other odd bunches, odd people, odd folks you decide to adopt while you're on your trail, I guess we'll be more than happy to take them."
One per city. We drop one per city. You guys got the dragon. They got the giant. The next one's getting whatever else we find.
Yeah, we don't want to overburden you.
Well, Buntus has
as-
actually really fit in so well here.
Oh, he's here. That's right. Never
Oh,
mind.
that
So,
is good.
He's doing fantastic.
City of
Shadow.
Misfits.
By the way,
will
the
be-
Shadow Hound comes running up to Chiron, and he just looks at him and goes, "Shh," and it just kind of melts back into shadow.
Oh, the puppy.
So cool.
like a little smoke. Just
Yeah,
Shadow.
like
Oh.
smoke and shadow, and it just dissipates.
Aurora just looks at you, looks at the puppy where the puppy was, and looks at you and says, "If I didn't know you, I'd be terrified, to be honest."
heal.
That's why I'm not bringing him to town.
I mean, yes, that's probably a good idea. Speaking of going to town,
Yeah.
I have
Oh,
heard
Quadru.
that Brick has made us an incredible feast.
That was the idea. Sorry for the impromptu feast idea. I just figured it would chill everybody out and give them an opportunity to meet Anake and kind of, rip the bandage off quickly as opposed to just days and days of people being weird about it.
Yeah, they could get to know her.
Well, and she looks back at the people who are now like touching her claws, looking at her wings, doing the whole inspection thing, and they're like, all's well that ends well. Let's go see what Brick has prepared for us.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
Yes.
What does Brick have prepared for us?
You ready for me? Okay. I was
Oh,
trying not to.
We know you've got a dissertation ready.
I'm on ready.
Disrotation. Kind of.
I'm here for it.
So as you guys all are kind of ushered in by all this people that Brick has kind of put in uniforms a little bit to make everything look nice. They're serving everything. He walks up and he stands up on top of a table and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, gather around and let your taste buds take you on a trip to Flavor Town. I have a dish that will knock your socks off, and you will immediately be coming back for seconds, or as I like to call it, seconds on the house, thanks to Brick. My signature sausage sauerkraut is the real taste sensation that will get you saying, sauerkraut, you complete me. It's made with the freshest of the Highland cabbages that I could find, pickled to perfection with a touch of night vinegar, infused with a hint of peppermint, and packed with hearty boar meat. Wrapped inside of the finest sheep casings and seasoned with just the right amount of salt and pepper. It's a taste sensation that you'll never forget. But wait, there's always more, right? To complement this dish, I present to you my exclusive lemon berry wine. A harmonious blend of sweet beet sugar, tangy lemonettes, and a crisp spring water that will make your taste buds say, lemon, you like it. Lemon like you like. I can't even get it out. And for dessert, I have a lemon curd pie made with the zestiest lemonettes and, of course, the rinds for the most wholesome upmix of wheat flour for the crust and the most delectable sugar cane to make a sweet treat that will leave you saying, this is lemon-tastic. So go ahead, dig in, and enjoy your taste explosion that will leave you wanting more. This is one meal that will have you continually coming back for seconds. So don't you forget, when you travel, to come by Brick House. Also, to all my friends who went out of their way to help make this meal possible, I want you to know that I'm nothing without you.
Wait, I got this.
Enjoy.
I got this.
We're all racing.
They're rating me.
You guys can't see it, but I'm putting a 100 in on top of my little thing
Inside Discord.
inside Discord.
It works on our Twitch, except hers.
Yeah, because
Alex's
it has a
doesn't.
different camera.
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
100.
I rate myself all 100s.
Amazing. And as we have a beautiful feast into the night, with newfound friends, newfound homes, and everyone surprisingly not so scared of the fact that the dragons are back, which is still like, I don't know how that hasn't hit people yet, but okay. We end our session.
No.
It's okay.
I mean, I'm sad that we're ending the session, but I'm happy that we had a session to end.
I know.
Yeah.
Been tough.
I don't want to go a long time without playing again.
See you
I don't
guys
think I
back here
will.
tomorrow at the same time.
I can't.
I cannot
but,
either.
But
Fine.
but failing that, I would love to. That would be wonderful. But
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I did absolutely miss all of you.
Of course.
Likewise.
Missed you too.
How could you not miss all this?
I gotta admit, my shout out of the night goes to fucking Justin for that speech that he just did.
That was dope.
It was
That
10
was
out of
dope.
10. Because, listen, we all know, Badru, that was fucking amazing. But, Justin, that was really good. That was really good.
I was like, man, I want to make this special. The last time I just kind of winged it. I was like, I want to write something.
That was
You got a
amazing.
do-over.
I only was able to write it because I went off and then was on my own for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I kept forgetting I was on my own, so I would try to interject in the conversation. I'm like, wait, I'm not there. Damn it. So awesome. What a blast. I missed you guys.
I know, this was fun. Does anyone make content anymore? Does anyone want to shout themselves out anymore?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I started I started uploading Call of Duty videos. I started playing a lot of Call of Duty, and one of my buddies was like, hey, upload videos. So I actually changed my name on here to Happy Does Gaming, and you can find me on the YouTubes and on TikTok under that name as well. Just doing Call of Duty fun stuff.
Oh,
I'm actually doing stuff now, guys. It's not much, but it's something.
Wait.
Hey.
Call
Besides,
of Duty,
being a
huh? That's the
Yeah.
part of a dad most people don't want people to see. Call of Duty.
Fair point.
Wow.
I'm doing stuff again as well.
What you doing?
Hoopsly on Twitch and YouTube. And I'm still feeling out what I'm doing at the moment. Been playing a lot of Minecraft Vault Hunters, if anyone knows that. It's an absolute blast. I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna keep changing and trying stuff out for the time being until I find what I want to settle with.
Yeah, it's all about finding your niche.
yeah.
For sure.
Can I throw inspiration at Badru for going full
I know,
on
that was so good.
For going-
Sniped it.
for going
Yeah.
like full like I said, like anybody who watched ECW back in the 90s, which I'm old, but
Same.
that was like some peak pro wrestling commentary. Oh my god! Like
I don't
like-
know what possessed me to do it, but it was just like, no, Badger's
And-
going full wrestling commentary.
Amazing choice.
yeah, and see,
Amazing
here's the
choice.
thing, like I used to be a professional wrestler because I'm a nerd of many interests. And so and I used to go to ECW shows all the time because they happened in Philly. And it was perfect. It was perfect. It was wonderful. So yeah, you get my inspiration for that.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna go clip that and send it to you so you can put it on your TikTok because
I
that's
would love
TikTok
that.
shit. Yeah, I'll do it. I will.
I would love that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll
Edit
make
that
you.
shit together.
Mhm.
It'll be easy.
Well, hell, I'm Sphinx Akasha. I have played Badru Kumar, the party's ASMR bard and cleric. You can find me on TikTok at Circle DM, Sphinx Akasha on Twitch, not Twitch, sorry, Twitter, Hive, and Instagram. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me with Dinner in a Game, streaming Emerald Sanctums, which we're back for Season 2, and Kingdoms of Mist, which is also back for Season 2. We just swapped over in Kingdoms of Mist to using the quest system, which is a lot of fun. Just check that out. On every other Friday, you can, of course, find me right here with this lovely bunch of amazing creators. But on the opposing Fridays, you can find me with the ADH Adventures channel, where I'm running Agents of the Circle. We're in our 5th and final season. We have the party has arrived at the Kingdom of Anthem, which is the kingdom ruled and run by bards. They have just met King Bootsy, as in Bootsy Collins, baby. Oh yeah. And the Badu, who is of course Erica Badu, and we're gonna get to next week. We're gonna get to go to the Temple of the 36 Chambers, which for those of you who know, you know what that means.
It only has 35
Nice.
chambers.
Nice.
Oh, we don't want to think about that. He's still alive in my heart. On Saturdays, you can see us switch back and forth with AH Adventures between Heroes Arc, where I play Raziel the Necromancer, and Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Zan, who is my Eladrin Paladin. And on Sundays, you can find us on our new show, which is called The Tale That Never Was. Is a bit of weird, wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey, time-travel-y banana pantsness, where I play Io, who is a Kalishtar Aberrant Mind sorcerer, and my answer to the question, what if Howl from Howl's Moving Castle was a Kalishtar, and Calcifer was his eldritch quarry?
Okay.
That sounds very specific.
It's very specific.
That sounds amazing.
I've never seen Howl's Moving Castle, so I got none of that reference. But I'm saying that seems very like a very specific niche.
It's one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies of all time. Please check it out.
Even I loved it as a kid, and even more as an adult.
Yeah, I want to give my inspiration to Jack with with Brooke turning into a fucking greaser. The Oath of Grease Lightning. I'm here for it. Like that was like, I don't think any of us expected that.
No.
But it was like immediately, like the moment you mentioned like the pompadour, and I'm like, oh god, he's a T-bird. He's a T-bird.
Amazing.
Like, if Brooke keeps that up, like we might have to have like a Grease Lightning moment of Brad just
I'm down.
playing the lute.
We're gonna start solving our problems with like dance-offs.
Yes.
Saving the world, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Love
I got
it.
chills.
Love it, but ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're not multiplying, not yet.
They're
All right.
I'm losing control.
We're going to talk ourselves in circles. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you, everyone, so much for following and joining along. And thank you for coming back if you are back again. And I finally thought of an outro, guys.
Ooh.
Not the professionalism that you thought it was going to be, but it was the joy that you needed.
I like
That really describes us. We're idiots. We're
that
just
works.
a bunch of idiots. All right, goodbye.
That works.